High school football on Ticket TV is presented by Quirk Auto Group, Greenway Equipment, Brewer Redemption Center, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Pine Tree Solar, Next Home Experience, Northeast Driving School, Uno's Pizzeria and Grill, Dean's Detailing, Levesque Business Solutions, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Rebecca's Gift Shop, Height Family of Dealerships, Novus Glass, Firehouse Subs, County Physical Therapy, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Chase's Family Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, and the Coach House Restaurant. High school soccer on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tossie's Checkout, Comfort Shoes and More, Autumn of Life Home Care, The Fitch Company, The Corner Store, Smith & Lane Pressure Washing, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Loring Job Corps, and Hildreth Street Automotive. Also presented by Down East Toyota, Twin City Tire, Black Fly Coffee Company, C&K Variety, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Creative Options, Kia Van Sickle, Napa Auto Parts, Hammond Lumber Company, and Mainly Eyes. High school football on Ticket TV is a production of Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and Sportsnet Maine. Now let's get you out to your game next on Ticket TV.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cameron Stadium in Bangor, and welcome to Friday Night Football here on Ticket TV. Tonight, a semifinal matchup between the Oceanside Mariners and the Hermon Hawks in the Big 11 Conference in Class C North. Jim Churchill, along with Ernie Clark and our Ticket TV crew here at Cameron Stadium on a beautiful night for football. Looking forward to this one. The players are fired up. The fans are fired up, Ernie, and let's get this one teed up here on the Northeast Driving School pregame show.
Yes, number two. How do we do? Third time's a charm.
Yes.
Number 2, Hermon against number 3, Oceanside. These teams met during the regular season fairly early on. Hermon jumped out to a 22-0 lead in that contest. It was actually week 3 of the regular season, and held on dearly, for dear life, to win 38-36. That ultimately made a difference in terms of the Hawks hosting this particular game. You look at the Class C North standings. Madomic Valley, number 1, with a 6-2 mark, ended the season with a 2-point win over Oceanside, followed by a 2-point win over Hermon. That's how close those top 3 are. The Panthers will take on number 5 Winslow tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock at McMahon Field in Bath, turf field down in Morse Junior High School. And so the winner of this game will play the winner of that game at Hamden Academy a week from tomorrow for the regional championship. But a lot of parity at the top of the standings. And, again, the first meeting between these two teams reflective of that was a 2-point game. Final score of that was 38-36. So we can expect a good amount of scoring tonight with two teams that like to run the football. They will throw as well, but they like to run the football. Both teams have a 1,000-yard rusher on the season. Aiden Sargent for Oceanside, a junior, and there he is. 1392 during the regular season, added to that last week, now at 1509. He also leads, the junior does, in scoring with 130 points. Robert Blair, the leading receiver. Cohen Galley, the junior quarterback, is passed for 1,391 yards. That's pretty balanced offense there. As you see the Mariners briefly gather at midfield. Look at Hermon, and Gary Glidden has been a leader of a huge game last week in the quarterfinals against Hampton Academy. A couple hundred yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, the only 2 touchdowns of the game. 90 points on the season, nearly 1,200 yards on the season. Johnny Kokoska throwing for 570 yards. And Bruce Coulter, Bud Coulter, the leading tackler for the Hawks from that secondary position. He's a sophomore. It defies the fact that he's not the biggest guy around, but he loves to hit, and he loves to tackle, and he's a big key to that Hermon defense. But this should be a very entertaining game tonight, and also a game that should get down to the wire, I would think.
All right, looking forward to it. Let's thank a couple of our great presenting sponsors, including Quirk Auto Group. It's your boss. Find it at Quirk, and also thanks to Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth, and at greenwayequipment.com as we get ready to tee this one up. Oceanside coming off a win over MCI. Dominated in that game, and we did the Hermon and Hamden game a week ago, and the Broncos, an improving program, gave Hermon all they could handle.
Yeah, kept the game close, wound up being 16-0. I believe it was just 6-0 at halftime, and Coach Kai Gallant and the Hawks went to their ground game in the second half, got the ball to Gary Glidden, put it in his hands a lot. Hawks were beset by turnovers, had 4 in the game. That kind of slowed them up a little bit, but credit Hamden's defense as well.
All right, little pooch kick here to start things off, heading towards the sideline, and Hermon hustling down there. I think Oceanside got to the football just before the Hawks did, and it's going to be Mariner football right about the 34-yard line, and that's where they'll get things started in this one. Chipped
it over the first line, and Oceanside looked content to, well, there you have somebody finally going after, but they initially were content. No, Hermon, it looked like Hermon was going to recover it, but perhaps be out of bounds, but I think the ball did go out of bounds after it was touched, so no penalty on the play. And
no surprise, Bud Coulter was the man on the scene there for the Hermon Hawks.
Indeed, leading tackler for the Hawks throughout the season.
Cohen Galley, the quarterback. He's a junior for Oceanside. A lot of signals coming from that far sideline.
And a poster, too. They held up by one of them, or at least a whiteboard.
All kinds of cards, red card.
I can't see any of
it.
So.
A white card. And now it's going to be Galley straight up the middle, all kinds of running room. He may take it to the house on the first play of the ball game. No, he won't. Coming from behind to make the tackle for Hermon is going to be Xavier Jelks.
Everybody went towards Sargent, 21, with a fake handoff, and just one cut here. Drops Jason Flanders, and from there it's open field. Good job by Jelks to chase down Galley, but not before a huge gain to the 12-yard line. That's 36 and 16, 52 yards on the play.
If I'm mistaken, was Jelks the keeper for Hermon soccer last year?
And a basketball player as well.
All right. Big gainer on the first play of the game. Now the handoff. This is Sargent. Sargent up the middle, plowing his way towards the goal line. He's going to pick up a first down. They had to get to around the 2 to get the first down. They take it down to the 1-yard line. So the Oceanside Mariners on the brink here have taken an early lead.
Well, they fell behind 22-0 in the first game of the season. Perhaps that was a point of emphasis to start a little quicker. Here they go.
First and goal from the 1. Just barely underway in this ball game. Half a minute, and there goes Sargent. He is into the end zone, and Oceanside, 35 seconds into this ball game, they take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, just a little bit off right tackle. Get a nice lead block there by number 51, Larry Robbins, junior lineman. Easy to the end zone. 3 plays. 66 yards on that drive. Took just 35 seconds. Is that right? 11:25
Yep.
left in the. Wow. They weren't going to fall behind out of the gate today.
3 plays. What?
66
yards.
yards.
Galley back to pass. Now tucks it underneath that right arm. Looks like he wanted to flip it back to somebody. Nobody there. He'll be brought down at the 4, and the 2-point conversion denied by the Hawk defense.
Here's the first play of the game. Faked the handoff to Sargent, then went up the middle. One cut to his left, and the last defender that could get him right there fell down. Now it's just a sprint to the end zone, and Jelks, with some good speed there to prevent the touchdown on that play. But one play later, there's Aiden Sargent. I believe that's touchdown number 25 on the season now for him.
6-0 Mariners. We get this one underway. Want to thank some of our other presenting sponsors for Friday Night Football here on Ticket TV, including Brewer Redemption Center. They're located in the North Brewer Shopping Center. Thanks to Brewer Redemption Center, and also thanks to Acadia Federal Credit Union, 8 locations across the state, including 3 right here in Bangor. All right, Mariners, after the first score of the ball game, will kick it off. Mentioned in the outset of our pregame show, Arnie, this weather is unbelievable.
This is like September weather. It's like the start of the season rather than the end of the season.
Interesting formation here on the kickoff, and that's a little pooch kick, and it's going to squirt through the legs, go out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty as the flags fly there. So that did not play out as the Mariners would have liked. Hermon onto the field. Now, I heard you on the drive this afternoon on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket talk about some of the offensive struggles that Hermon has had here over the last couple of weeks.
Well, it held to 12 points by Madomic in the regular season finale, and then held to just 16 points, 2 touchdowns against a team they had scored 59 points against in the regular season in the Hampton Academy Broncos, hurt by 4 turnovers in that game. And so I know Kyle Gallant had spoken in the media about kind of wanting to get the offense back on track. Tried to do that in the second half last week by just getting the ball to Gary Glidden and letting him rush the football. He unofficially had 201 yards on the ground last week, mostly in the second half in both touchdowns, and we'll see how the Hawks come out here in their first possession.
And it's going to be Gary Glidden, and he'll take it up near the 45-yard line. He's brought down there.
Yeah, you probably see a lot of him early in the game as like Oceanside would want to establish Sargent. Certainly Hermon would want to establish Gary Glidden, their senior running back.
Picks up 7 on that first down play. 2nd down and 3 here for the Hawks, trying to retaliate early in this first quarter. What breeze we have here tonight, as I look at the flag, is blowing from right to left as we look down on the field. Great opportunity for these two programs to play on the turf here at Cameron Stadium. That's an end around. Bud Coulter still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but it's in Oceanside territory. They'll move the chains, and now the Hawks are on the move.
It's kind of an Edelman-like presence on the offense, Bud Coulter. He gets the ball in a number of different ways. That handoff, jet sweep type situation is one he's been very successful at, as he gets a block on that end on that side and then gets to the corner before anybody else can come up to get him, and it's good for a lot of yardage usually. This time putting it into Oceanside territory at the 43, so that's a gain of 12 in his first touch tonight.
Johnny Kokoska, the quarterback, with a new set of downs, gives to Glidden. Glidden veers left, almost broke a tackle there. He'll fall forward. That'll be a 2-yard pickup for Glidden, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
I see a lot of collisions between him and Aiden Sargent tonight. Sargent, one of the linebackers, sometimes lines up at defensive end as well.
Got some great angles for our broadcast here tonight. 4-person camera crew. We've got Nate Bailey up on the roof of the press box here at Cameron Stadium. Jay Baines at the 50-yard line, down below us. Matt Cunha down on the turf near the 20-yard line off to our right, and MJ Whitcomb to our left. Oh, Glidden almost lost the football there. Able to hold on, but in on the tackle for Oceanside is Duncan Natali. And that's going to be a 2-yard loss back to the original line of scrimmage. Actually, maybe lost 3 on that play, and it looks like 3rd down and 11.
It faked a little pop pass to Coulter cutting across at the start of the play, and then had little time to get the ball to the running back, and he had trouble getting a hold of it. Glidden.
Good snap to Kokoska. Quick fire to the right, partially deflected, but reeling it in is going to be Coulter, and now somebody's got him by the shirt tail. Can't spin away. He'll pick up 5, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yep.
6-yard
Tip there
pickup,
by
actually.
17. Alex Robichaud, tight end on offense, defensive end. But Coulter gets it, and then 21 for the Mariners. Zeb Foster gets a handful. We saw one of those last week. I don't know if it was Coulter or not, but it was a Hermon player.
In the end, a 5-yard pickup on that pass play. It's going to be 4th down and 6 here for the Hawks as they go for it. At the Oceanside 39-yard line. Kokoska rolling to his left, flips it, and the pass is complete to Glidden, and he's got the 1st down and much more. He's roped out of bounds down around the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Well-executed play there by Hermon.
Yeah, gave Kokoska the run-pass option there, and I think he saw Sargent coming up on him, and that opened up Glidden for the pass, the short pass, and a nice gain there. 12 yards.
Good look from field level there. Mark Paulette directing the broadcast here tonight. And there goes Glidden, gaping hole up the middle. He'll be tripped up inside the 15-yard line. Glidden ripping off about a 12-yard gain right there. And the chain gang back to work.
Hale Morris and Robert Blair tackle Glidden from behind, but yet another 1st down for the Hawks.
Let's take a look at how these 2 teams finished up in the regular season and also into their first postseason game. Catch that right after this play. Kokoska turns, hands it off. Glidden's the man again. Glidden still on his feet, still going. He smells the end zone. Does he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Hawks. And we are tied at 6.
Watch him get through this hole just so quickly. Right there. Slid through it. Then it's just trying to find some open space to run on.
Look at those legs churning.
People on the ground there, but he was able to muscle his way into that corner of the end zone here. Just kind of slid sideways through that hole.
It was closing, but he got through it.
And there he is jumping over his own blocker. 2 guys try to bring him down at the end zone. He just stretches out the ball at the end, gets it over that line, which is all that matters.
All right, 4 minutes and 17 seconds into this ball game. We already have 2 touchdowns.
Come on, Hawks! Let's go, Blue!
Now the Hawks going to go for 2. Oceanside unsuccessful in their attempt. Here's Kokoska going to run it himself. He's in. Ball comes loose. Was he across the line? And they say he was.
He was.
Ball came loose after it crossed the plane. Let's take a look at it from field level. Here's Johnny Kokoska rolling out.
Looks like he has the option the way he's holding the ball. Now he's runner. And that's hard to say whether or not he's in, but he's ruled in. And that's all that matters. The guy that grabbed him was kind of reaching behind just a little bit, but he was also outside of the end zone there. But the play goes for 2, and the Hawks take their first lead of the night at 8-6.
Here's the Oceanside last 4 games here, 3 out of 4 in the win column, and that game on October 28th, the postseason win against MCI.
Yeah, Gardner was a top 5 team in Class B North. And then we mentioned the Madomic Valley game before talking about the top 3 and the parity at the top of the Class C North schedule, and then a rivalry game against Belfast to close out the regular season, and a very convincing victory over an MCI team that had been playing pretty well at the end of the regular season. Hawks, not so much of a challenge, but certainly that last week against Madomic Valley, very much a challenge. And that was the battle for first place, the top seed in this postseason. And Madomic Valley edged out the Hawks 14-12, and then Hermon probably not satisfied with the quality of the effort, but they survived and advanced in that quarterfinal victory over Hampton Academy.
Hawks up by 2. And again, going with that little pooch kick, angling it towards the sideline and sliding forward and falling on it for Oceanside. That's number 21, Zeb Foster. He's a sophomore wide receiver, defensive back.
8 plays, 62 yards on that scoring drive by Hermon, answering the 66-yard drive by Oceanside.
Quite a start in this Class C North Big 11 Conference semifinal. Let's take a look at the Big 11 Conference all-conference teams, first and second, coming up here. This is Foster. Gets the handoff, and he's got the first down. Comes up shy of midfield as he's run out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That was a handoff, right?
It was a handoff. Yeah, yep. Foster, just a sophomore, showing some good speed getting around that corner there. 14 yards on that play. A lot of big plays here. A lot of double-digit runs by both teams early on.
Up and down the field so far. 7:34 on the clock. Galley, hands off, Sargent inside, and he does get it to midfield. But a relatively short gain for Aiden Sargent.
Yeah, draw play there by the Mariners. And here you look at the Big 11 Conference, the Class C North All-Star team, and first team offense has its share of Mariners and Hawks with Cohen Galley, Aiden Sargent representing Oceanside, and Gary Glidden, Alex Smith, the fullback, Bruce Coulter, Jacob Dow up front representing the Hermon Hawks.
We'll have the first team defense and the second team offense and defense as well. Flag is down. Galley, somebody got him by the shirt tail. Got it into Hermon territory, but this one may be coming back. Short gain, about 1.5 yards. And it is a hold against Oceanside. And Coach Kyle Gallant says, yeah, we'll take that one.
Gallant is 6 years, 6th year with the Hawks. Sam Weiss, first year head coach for Oceanside, took Wes Drinkwater's place. Here's the second team all-conference squad, and you see pretty good representation there. Robert Blair and Gavin Ripley, along with Jack Elwell. Second team offense, I should say, for Oceanside. Hermon with Caden Patton, another offensive lineman, making the team.
Galley looking deep, coming near sideline, and it's too tall for the intended receiver, Zeb Foster. Spun that one pretty well, but missed his target. Thank one of our other great presenting sponsors, Pine Tree Solar. Go green while saving green with Pine Tree Solar. As you look at the crowd here at Cameron Stadium.
Filled in pretty well, pretty solid representation across the way from
Indeed.
Oceanside.
It's Friday night football when they're lining the fence. Galley pumps, lofts one up. Foster in a battle had it on his fingertips, but it goes out of bounds, incomplete. Good coverage there by Xavier Jelks.
Out and up, faked the short pass, then threw deep, and Jelks is right there on him to prevent a clean catch. And there's the signal there from one of the assistant coaches for Hermon.
Incomplete?
Confirming the incompletion.
Yeah, Jelks watching the eyes there of Foster. With the right hand up. Oceanside going to go for it here on 4th and 17.
Well, there, Sargent and Galley in the backfield there. Might be some sort of short kick, perhaps.
Yep. One step to the right. Galley boots it away. And it's going to put Hermon in pretty tough field position as Oceanside watches that football roll all the way down to about the 3.5-yard line.
It's about as good as it gets.
Wow. Let's see.
At the 3, so 57 yards, no return on that quick kick by Cohen Galley.
Get your average off to a good start. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV is brought to you by Next Home Experience. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes all over Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
First team defense, all conference-wise, and out there now for Oceanside, defensive end Nate Thompson, among others.
Handoff. We got a flag.
Flag.
Coming well after the play.
Maddox Robichaud with a tackle on Glidden. Looks like Hermon is. No, okay.
Can't retreat much further.
No, it's going to be
starting on about the 3-yard line.
Where did the ball wind up, I wonder?
At the
over
6? The 5, I think. Yeah.
So
a little over the 5.
It's either going to be 1st and 11.5 or 2nd and 8. 7 maybe.
And Coach Weiss signaling set him back another 1.5 yards or so.
Yeah, he might sneak the safety in.
Yeah.
With a bad snap or something here.
Get him even.
Yep. So that's a hold.
Here's the first team defense once again.
Yes, you see Aiden Sargent, a linebacker, another first teamer for the Mariners, as well as Brady Proctor at defensive end. Hermon with Hunter Kenner, defensive lineman, Caden Patton, defensive end, and Bud Coulter, the leading tackler for the Hawks, as a defensive back.
All right, first down, 11.5, and not much there for Glidden. He dives forward back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 3.
Emphasis here, if you're Hermon, on holding on to the football. They don't want to turn over in this situation. Second team defense here, conference-wise. Alex Smith, linebacker, he's a two-way all-conference choice. Hale Morris for Oceanside at linebacker. Seb Foster, the defensive back. We've seen him in action already. Jason Flanders for the Hawks in the secondary.
2nd down call. Hermon's going to go to the air. Some pressure coming and in danger. Throwing it away is going to be Kokoska. And he gets it away just in time. Yep.
Avoided the grounding penalty as well as the safety there. Pretty smart move. You hear the Oceanside fans over there seeing the interception,
right.
But he's didn't see what it was, but well out of bounds.
As you see some of the Mariner fans across the way behind the Oceanside sideline. Tell you what, Ernie, the last 3 or 4 weekends, we've really had a great atmosphere at the games. That Orono Bucksport game down at Bucksport High School. Great atmosphere. The band was out. Of course, the Golden Buck was out as well.
Yes, indeed.
Star of the show.
That's 5 yards for
a little more breathing room for the Hawks.
Nice job there by Kokoska, just with his cadence and voice to draw the offsides penalty.
Last Friday night at Hermon, good crowd there from Hamden. Obviously a short trip, competitive game. Hawk fans were out, standing atmosphere there. And we got the same here tonight.
I mean, you want the home field advantage as much as you can get it, but there's nothing wrong with a neutral site in the stadium either. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, exactly.
Glidden.
We stop short.
He's going to be short of the first down by a few yards. Gets to the 10-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 3 here for Hermon. And the Hawks will boot it away.
Well, that's a great job by the Oceanside defense to prevent the first down. They should get great field position out of this. This coming on the heels of that 57-yard quick kick by Cohen Galley on 4th down on Oceanside's last possession.
Oh, we got a fake. We got a first down. And much more out of bounds. Johnny Kokoska.
Wow.
Kyle Gallant rolling the dice. I think he had the option there, that he saw all that green in front of him, and he said, you know what, that's an easy decision.
Well, and he had his outside players lined up all to that side, so that was, I think that was pretty much a call play, unless he saw something bad, and as it turned out, everything was good. Everything was green and blue blockers in front of him. Gain of 17 yards on the play to the 18 yards on the play to the 28. That's a big play for Hermon to get out of the shadow of their own goal line.
Good look right there at the two lines coming together. Glidden working the left side. Solid pickup on first down for number 21 as he gets to his feet. Looks like a 6-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV is brought to you by Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs, located at 920 Stillwater Avenue here in Bangor, and at firehousesubs.com. .330 left to go here in the first quarter. Entertaining start to this one. A couple of teams who played earlier. Hermon holding on for a 38-36 win. Kokoska, quick handoff to Glidden, and this time Oceanside in the backfield, and they'll drop Gary 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Larry Robbins again. He's been on a couple of plays in the middle of that Oceanside defense. Glidden doesn't stop for a loss very often, but that time pretty emphatic tackle there.
3rd and 6 for Hermon. Our broadcast here tonight brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Experience modern facilities, quality care, and results. The choice is clear. County Physical Therapy, 82 Sylvan Road in Bangor. Does my voice sound a little deeper to you tonight? A little.
Maybe a little bit.
A little under the weather here. Not serious. Still got the energy, but. Long toss downfield, and that one is going to be incomplete. Oh, a battle there for that football. I think it was a pair of 9s going after it. Robert Blair,
it was.
the defensive back for Oceanside.
Gavin Coombs for Hermon on the reception. That's a good hand-to-hand combat there.
Pretty good pass.
Yeah, pretty good pass by Kokoska.
Ooh.
Actually, it was to Coombs, but
wow.
Great job there by Robert Blair to break it up late. And now it's 4th down. We'll see what Hermon does this time.
.223 on the clock after the incomplete pass. Here's Kokoska again, has the option, and he chooses to run with the football on 4th down, and I think he got just enough.
Well, you had 3 blockers out there on the right side and really nobody up. And so there's plenty of green there, and let's see. Going to be close.
39.
Yeah, I think he got it.
Needed to get to the 38, so another set of downs here for the Hermon Hawks. Friday. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Oceanside's going to have to make an adjustment to that. They're going to have to kind of respect those guys, not just as players heading downfield, but blockers. You see them right there. There's 3 there. There's nobody within 7-8 yards of the line of scrimmage.
The name broke.
Gets a good block at the corner as well by Glidden.
Good job there by Kokoska, too, knowing just where he needed to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you lose sight of that. Not Johnny Kokoska in that instance. Our broadcast tonight on Ticket TV brought to you by Chase's Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, where good food and great fun meet. Chase's Family Restaurant, 1575 Hammond Street in Bangor.
So I would suspect that would have to be a timeout on Oceanside's part, just to kind of regroup there. I didn't see the signal, so. But this is a situation where very easily could have forced Hermon to punt from from its 10-yard line. Instead, it's out near the 40, and the Hawks still have the ball.
1st and 10. Kokoska to Glidden. Glidden, all kinds of room. Up the middle, goes across midfield, and then plows over an Oceanside defender.
Yeah, let's see this play. Good blocking on that left side of the line of scrimmage. There's a late block there by 33, the fullback, Alex Smith. Let's see why he's all confidence at that position. That freed up Glidden for a big run.
Great vision there by Glidden. Because he was heading left, saw that hole.
14 yards on the gain.
Right.
14 yards on the gain.
Snap is good. Glidden gets a call again. Flag is down. Glidden across the 45. This one may be coming back. Some of the Mariners making the call down there. Holding against Hermon. So they march off the penalty. It's going to take the ball back in Hermon territory, and they'll set it down at the Hawk 43.
Second penalty of the game against the Hawks.
So it's going to be 1st down and 20 here for Hermon.
Oh my God, don't give my name.
It's our high shot. Nate Bailey up on the roof. You can really see the plays develop from up there, Ernie.
Yeah, you really can.
Guess who? Gary Glidden, not much there. Maybe a yard. Or maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
a
it was
foot.
nothing there for him. He tried to cut back and find something, and there was nothing when he cut back as well. Less than a yard on that game.
So just about 4 minutes into this ball game, just a little over 4 minutes, we had 14 points up on the board. Things have calmed a little bit here in the last couple of possessions.
11 carries already for Gary Glidden. Been a workhorse.
Long road to hoe here for the Hawks. 2nd down and 20. Johnny Kokoska heads left. Spins, lobs one downfield. He's got a man. Pass is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down.
Rolling to his left. Had the option to run there as the defenders all backed up.
That's not an easy throw.
No, it's not on the run to that side, but nice catch there. I think that Jelks, indeed it is, number 10, Xavier Jelks with the reception. 2nd and 20 play, went for 18 and 7 is 25.
Yep.
Yeah, you watch it. He's throwing on the run. A little pressure coming late. Gets it over the top toward the end, toward the sideline.
Stride.
Only had to get 1 foot in, but got both in and made a couple of extra yards.
Hawks up by 2. Moving the football. Here's Glidden. He's got some space in front. Oh. Somebody got him by the shoestring there. He went down at the 18-yard line. Maybe marking it at the 20. They will.
Still a gain of 12 and another 1st down for the Hawks. 67 yards in the 1st quarter for Gary Glidden on 14 carries.
Well, 38-36 when they played earlier this season. Won't be surprised if we're touching 30s in this one by the time all is said and done. Kokoska to Glidden. Glidden powering his way down close to the 10-yard line. He needed to get to the 10 for a 1st down. It's going to be a little short. It's going to be 2nd and short for the Hawks.
See, some quick feet there as well as power, too. As you've got to grab quickly, otherwise those feet are gone. On to the next challenge.
And that's going to do it for the 1st quarter of action. Oceanside scored about 35 seconds into the ball game. Hermon came right back with 6 and a 2-point conversion, and that's where we stand at the end of one. 8-6 Hawks. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
If you're tired of rising electric costs, Pine Tree Solar in Hermon can drastically lower or eliminate power bills for your home or business. Pine Tree Solar can even design and install off-grid systems for camps and remote locations. We are dedicated to making the process of going solar smooth and simple. Call us at 401-4300 or visit us online at pinetreesolar.com, where our local solar energy experts will give you a free solar energy consultation. Pine Tree Solar. Go green while saving.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium, Friday Night Football here on Ticket TV. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the Levesque Business Solutions broadcast booth. Hermon with the football. Second down and 2 from the Oceanside 12, 8-6. Hawks on top in this one. And it looks like they're going to get just enough maybe for that first down.
It's on the line, so it should be a first down. Indeed it is.
And it's going to be first and goal from the 10. Johnny Kokoska back to the huddle for the Hermon Hawks after talking with head coach Kyle Gallant. Coach Gallant assisted by Troy Bennett, Andrew Bouchard, Seth Bussell, Matt Farnham, Connor Patton, Gary Swoboda, and Ryan Waning. Hawks trying to punch it in for a second time here in this first half. And that's going to be Jelks, I believe.
I think it's Coulter.
Or Coulter. Coulter slamming his way up the middle. The diminutive wide receiver will pick up 3. And it's going to be second down and 7, as we've said before. And he's not the biggest guy on the field, but one of the toughest, without question.
And that's he's now gotten the ball via a pop pass and or a handoff on a jet sweep, and now just kind of the regular handoff out of the tailback position.
.10:40 on the clock. Handoff, Glidden,
Oh.
He slams into one of his teammates, I believe. Bounces back, now heads left, and he dives. He's got a touchdown. What a run there by Gary Glidden.
Watch this. Bounces.
Boom.
Yes, indeed, into one of his players, number
55.
55, Caden Patton, who's trying to maintain a block but kept his feet. Again, those strong legs, able to cut it to the outside. Beat the defense to the end zone.
Strong legs there, and he doesn't waste those strides either.
No, he doesn't.
He's not a tall guy, but he uses every inch of those inseams he has there.
Bouncing off his own blocker, who was doing a pretty good job there.
Look at that, the Hawk flag.
Yes, the Hawks.
For the Crossbones.
Not messing
serious.
around. Not messing around at all. Second touchdown of the night for Glidden already here with 10:31 left in the first half.
Hawks advance the lead to 8, 14-6. What a response. Here's Kokoska again with the room. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown.
Flag.
We do have a flag coming in after the play. Boy, oh boy, whenever Kokoska is rolling out to his right, it seems he has 3 or 4 options.
Yeah, a lot of times it's to run. Gavin Coon's the recipient of that pass. Now let's see what the call is and how we play this out. Nobody's leaving that end of the field, so it looks like probably they're going to send Hermon back 10 yards or so. Illegal receiver downfield against Hermon. So they're going to have to try again, I think.
Yes, there is Kyle Gallant asking for an explanation. Johnny Kokoska standing with him.
To see who was down there, that side of the field.
Yeah, can we catch that replay again, Mark, and maybe see who might have been.
If there was a lineman in the end zone.
Right.
I mean, starting from the 3, that would probably be enough to earn that flag. So it's a 5-yard penalty.
Ball back to the 8. Ten and a half minutes left here in this first half. Hawks trying to make it a 2-score game here in half number 1. Long way to go in this one. And now we've got timeout called by Hermon. Every point very important in this one as the Hawks huddle up with their head coach. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV, also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales. Your best bet for a quality pre-owned vehicle is Fairway Auto Sales in Hancock, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. So the Hawks trying to pick up their second 2-point conversion in this one. Got a couple of football games coming up next weekend, Ernie. We expect to be on the road in your neck of the woods on Friday, but that's why they play the games.
Yeah, indeed. That would be a semifinal in Class D. And then next Saturday, this winner and the winner of that of tomorrow's Madomic Valley Winslow game will square off at Hampton Academy at 1 o'clock for the Class C North Championship. They brought in a fullback. They brought in Alex Smith, number 33. They replaced Jelks here, and it may be for blocking purposes here, is my guess.
Glidden the deep back. Kokoska, quick fire, slant pattern, and it's incomplete. Nice job defensively there by, get a 6.
Yeah, well, 16, I think.
Yeah.
Would be, there is no 16.
Right.
Let's see what we got
no
here.
26.
You know, good defense.
There's a 56.
It's 15. Ben Tripp.
That's a 15?
Yep, that's
wow.
a 15. Ben Tripp. Nice job on that defensively. That's a couple of times they've knocked the ball out of the hands of receivers there.
So it stays a 1-score contest here between the Mariners and the Hawks. Stay tuned for the Uno's halftime show. That's coming up here at the end of the second quarter. Long way to go here in quarter number 2. 10:31 on the clock. Hermon kicking off to Oceanside.
That was by the way, that was a 97-yard drive.
Yes.
Ball after the 57-yard quick kick by Cohen Galley. Hermon started out as 3 and actually started out at its 1.5 after a penalty on that very first play. You had a couple of what you might call fake punts, but a couple of plays out of punt formation that earned the Hawks first downs. An 18-yard run by Kokoska on one situation, and then a 7-yard keeper get the ball out near the 40-yard line for another first down. So they were creative in extending that drive, and while they've extended the drive, they also kept the ball away from Oceanside's offense here.
Well, that's a popular kick here tonight. I think they've all been little pooch kicks, and that one taken cleanly there by Carter Galley. He's a junior.
Cohen Galley, also a junior.
Must
what do
be
you think?
Twins.
Yeah.
One listed as a quarterback and linebacker. That would be Cohen, starting quarterback. Carter listed as a quarterback and a defensive lineman.
Good field position for the Mariners here.
Yeah.
It's been a while since they had the ball. That last possession, 6:09, 7:09, almost 8 minutes for the Hawks to maintain possession.
2 receivers wide to the left, 1 to the near side. It's Sargent in motion. Handoff inside, and that's Blair, and he'll gain a yard or 2. Good job there by the Hermon defense to limit the damage.
Sargent sent out as a decoy wide to the right, but didn't fool the Hermon defense there as the gain is minimal.
Galley surveys the situation. Too wide, left and right. Inside handoff, Sargent. Sargent, he's got the first down inside Hermon territory to about the 49-yard line, close to the 48. Nice job there by the offensive line for the Mariners, creating a huge hole for Sargent to run through.
Yeah, just his fourth carry of the game that time. I don't know the complete story, but I was told that Aiden Sargent spent some time living in the Hermon area before
for a time
moving to the mid-coast, and I'm sure the Hawks are very satisfied with Gary Glidden in the backfield, but that would be quite a combination on the same side of the field.
I don't think they would throw the ball.
Why would you? Wouldn't need to.
Blair in motion, and they fake the handoff to him. Here's Galley up the middle, runs into Jacob Dow, and Jacob Dow is a man that is very difficult to move.
Yeah, he's about 6'7".
Number 77.
Yeah, I mean, Galley made an effort to try to move him, but it just
let's take a look at it.
He suddenly stopped.
Oh, that's the
aftermath.
aftermath.
You see the end of it, and he's going backwards there. Oops. Slipped something. You see for the gain there, 45, so gain of 3. I don't know if that was worth the contact, but he'll take it.
From the 45 of the Hawks, here's Sargent again, spinning his way away from a Hermon defender, and he's all the way down inside the 20, scanning the field, no flags there.
Yeah, watch
First
this.
down Mariners.
Breaks the tackle from Glidden, actually, who had him by one arm. Couldn't get wrapped, though. Sargent kind of almost does a cutback, goes in the other direction, and there's Glidden.
Ooh, almost a horse collar.
Borderline horse collar there, but no call made. Going to go as a first down. Ball at the 18, so that's a 27-yard gain for the junior running back and linebacker. Now we've got I was waiting to get the
first and 10 from the 18 of the Hawks. Up close and personal right there with Carter Galley and Robert Blair. See the ball in the 18.
Is that Matthew Cunha down there?
That's Matthew Cunha.
Down there. He's with a
man on the scene.
Relay us the plays.
Your buddy, here's Sargent up the middle, and he is going to run into the end zone. Touchdown number 2 on the night for the Oceanside Mariners, and they get to within 2 here in the second quarter.
Don't think he was touched. Quick handoff. Double team on Jacob Dow to keep him from getting in the middle of the field. I'd like to see a number there, 55 on the great block. That is Larry Robbins, who we've mentioned 2 or 3 times here already. He's been a force along the line of scrimmage. Easy run for Aiden Sargent for his second score of the night.
Would you say 27 touchdowns now?
24 plus 2.
26.
Yeah, 26.
So now the Mariners will go for 2 here, trying to get even at 14. Sargent in the backfield with Cohen Galley. Snap a little bit low, ball is free, and the Mariners, for the second time here tonight, will come up empty on the 2-point attempt. As that snap was low, Galley tried to pick it up, Sargent was there. And we're going to take a break. With 7:56 left to go here in the first half. 14-12 Hermon. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
What's the biggest craze this fall for parties and get-togethers? It's Flash Me Maine. Photo booths are a fun, exciting way to capture memories at your party or event. And Flash Me Maine is the premier photo booth rental company. The Magic Mirror booth is the most elegant, modern, sleek, and stunning booth currently available. Then there's the Flash Me Maine Duo booth, a hybrid booth that is portable. Flash Me Maine has dozens of props and backgrounds to choose from. Their goal is to make sure you have fun and that your photo booth photos make memories to last a lifetime. Let Flash Me Maine photo booth rentals make your next get-together a blast. Find them on Facebook or at flashmemaine.com.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium. First half action. 4 touchdowns so far in this one. 2 for Hermon, 2 for Oceanside. Hermon with the 2-point conversion. They're 1 for 2 in that category. Oceanside 0 for 2. And the Hawks up 14-12 with 7:56 on the clock. As Oceanside will be kicking off here to the Hawks. Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Novus Glass. Call Novus Auto Glass today to get your windshield repaired or replaced. Give them a call at 945-6688 to set up your appointment. Ooh, is that an onside?
It is, and here's the
Oceanside
scramble.
thinks they have it. We got a flag coming in from way back, from way downtown.
Looks like 56 for Hermon. Hunter Kenner may have come up with that ball.
Wow, some coaches taking some gambles here in the
really are.
early part of this one.
Yeah, that was a clear.
Got to go 10
Ball's
yards.
loose.
Just barely went 10 yards.
Yeah, went between the legs of somebody, and then I believe it was 56 Hunter Kenner. Let's see what happens here. Pretty good pursuit by Oceanside.
A little bit of a bunch formation there by Oceanside.
Ref to move. There's Kenner right on the ground, 56 in blue. Black numerals there, and I think he just wrestled the ball away from everybody else. And as it turns out, great field position for the Hawks.
We'll start right at midfield, trying to get the 6 points back. Well, there was a penalty, I guess.
It was declined. I saw the decline signal.
Not sure what that would have been, offsides.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Formation, I mean, but the flag from the referee came from way back.
He didn't see the offsides. Yes, he has incredible X-ray vision.
Yeah. We could use him up here if he does.
Certainly could. Certainly could.
Low snap to Kokoska. Here's Glidden slicing his way through that defensive line of Oceanside. Gets a pat on the back from an Oceanside defender there, Maddox Robichaud. He'll pick up a couple.
Hale Morrison on that tackle as well. Short gain on first down.
High school sports on Ticket TV brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant. For homestyle cooking in a friendly atmosphere, it's the Coach House. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at the CoachHouseRestaurant.com. Kokoska under center. 3 backs behind him. Turns, hands off to the deep back. That's Glidden. Boy, he had a full head of steam. Somebody got him down around the ankles, or he tripped over one of his teammates. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 now for the Hawks.
Tell you what, the way this game's been played, this is all 2-down territory. These kind of options there, they're not going to give the ball. They don't want to give the ball up. Either team.
Clock ticking away here at Cameron Stadium. Down to 6:35. Kokoska turns, hands off to Glidden. Pretty straightforward game plan on this particular drive from midfield, and it's going to be 4th down and 1. It's a big play coming up here for both teams.
Yeah, not a ton of stops in these situations so far.
What if they have Kokoska rolling out to his right? That's what I'd do.
Well, you line up those guys like in punt formation there, 7-8 yards off the line of scrimmage. You're going to be able to get the 1, although you probably trust Glidden to get you 1 in tough circumstances as well.
Oceanside digs in on the defensive side. Hawks ready to go. Here's Glidden. Got a hole on the left side. Still going inside the 30. Zigging and zagging his way down inside the 20-yard line. 1st down, Hermon.
Yeah, watch this. Good block there on number 17 by Alex Smith, the fullback. Another big block there. Allows Glidden to get outside, and then a couple of quick-footed cutbacks. Gets him big-time yardage down inside the 20. Ball's going to be spotted at the 17. So that's 24 yards on that gain, and that's going to put Glidden over 100 for the game.
Here in the first half with 5.5 minutes left to go. Boy, he's got the whole package. He's got the power, he's got the speed, he's got the vision, he's got the feel.
And he's got the blocking. That's big lineman, and the fullback is doing a nice job for him.
No doubt about it. This time it's the up back. That's Smith.
And Smith gets rewarded for some good blocking there with a carry.
Solid pickup, about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 here for the Hawks. Like they're going to give him.
Well, I guess
about
closer to 4 now. Yeah. I just written it down in pen when you change that, but that's okay. Now you see why Alex Smith is an all-conference fullback. Not a lot of the glamour there, but he's another lineman out there creating opportunity for Gary Glidden. Here's Coulter.
Coulter, flag coming in. Coulter pulled down at about the 10-yard line. Guessing this one is going to be against the Hawks.
Yeah, I saw the signal from the official right there at the right of your screen. That's like the 3rd holding penalty against Hermon, I believe.
Jelk smack into the ball game. 4.5 minutes left. Let's take a look at the rosters for these two teams, Ernie. At the time we did this roster for Oceanside, we did not have the grade levels.
Okay. Well, I can give them to you, actually, because I did the math.
Well, there you go.
40 players on the roster, 8 seniors, 13 juniors, 11 sophomores, and 8 freshmen for Sam Weiss.
Here's Kokoska rolling to his right, blockers in front. Little short pass, Glidden in stride, inside the 5-yard line. I mean, every play that has started out looking like this has resulted in a very significant gain.
It's a pretty easy pass because there's nobody out there. Because the receivers to that side clear the area, and then from then on it's Glidden against a defensive back and advantage Glidden. Down to the 2-yard line, plus 19 on that play in the 1st down.
4:05 left to go here in the 1st half.
High percentage passes in those situations.
Yeah, he's run it a couple of times, passed a few times. They've all been very comfortable plays. Here's Glidden. They almost got him in the backfield, but that's not enough. Gary Glidden into the end zone once again. Hawks back on the board as they get those 6 points back from the Mariners.
There's Smith with a block for one, and then it's just muscle by Gary Glidden. Muscles his way to the end zone.
Wow.
Despite the best efforts of Nate Thompson, the defensive end, the all-conference defensive end. So that's touchdown number 3 for Gary Glidden here.
A lot of smiles on those Hawk fans on the near side.
Yes, sir. I think that said Kokoska fan on the back of that T-shirt. That little fellow with the flag had there. So
having fun right now with an even 4 minutes on the clock. Hermon 1 for 2 in 2-point conversions here tonight. Kokoska will go under center. 3 backs. Kokoska, look for that slant pass again. Now he comes out of the pack and he's going to get inside the pylon. 2 more points for the Hermon Hawks. Yeah, and they make it a 2-score game.
Take the pass, then roll left, and now it's just a race between him and number 9, Robert Blair, and Kokoska wins that race. And the lead has grown to double digits at 22-12. 2-possession game.
3 scores for the Hawks here in this 1st half, and now it's the Mariners' turn as they get the football back. You look at the Hawk faithful. You got the cowbells. Cowbells are out.
Well, they are mandatory.
Reminds me of the Trop.
This time of year. Probably more people here, though.
Yes, a bigger crowd here than would be in a Tampa baseball game.
Oh, the little fella down there is pumped. He's leading the fans.
He's an inspiration.
Yeah. Standing up there facing the crowd there with the gold hat, stocking cap on there. Who needs a golden buck, they say.
We got the kid.
We got the kid. It's a little hawk.
I like to put the kid and the buck together. Oh, little pooch kick again. Almost misplayed there by Oceanside, but they fall on the football. Falling on the football there, Blade Brand, sophomore wide receiver, defensive back.
That's a good kick, though, because they wanted to get it to the ground because you never know what's going to happen at that point. And good job by Oceanside to cover it up.
Mariners will start at their own 31-yard line, as here is the Hermon roster. Got the breakdown on the classes
I'll have
here.
to do the math on this one. 7 seniors, 11 juniors, 7 sophomores, and 17 freshmen. So, again, we've heard about the big numbers they have at the youth level, and there's evidence of that with that freshman class.
Rosters brought to you by Rebecca's in beautiful downtown Bangor. Aiden Sargent will pick up 4 on that first down call. Up to the 35-yard line. Plenty of time here for the Mariners. 3:45 left to go in the first half. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. For the best in landscaping supplies, and equipment, it's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. Call 573-1201 or go to glenburnlandscape.com. This is Galley taking it himself. He's going to get 3. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for Oceanside.
And Oceanside's kind of in chase mode at this point, down a couple of touchdowns and having trouble stopping the Hermon offense here. So they've got to keep up with them.
Galley has the play call. Here's the handoff to Foster. Now Foster's going to throw the football. I think he might have been past the line of scrimmage.
There's the flag right there. I thought he had room to run and get the first down, to be perfectly honest with you. He only needed to get to the 41. Yeah, he was almost there. See, now he's
38 is the line of
he's
scrimmage.
Running, and
oh boy,
he was almost at the first down marker.
Yeah. Decided to throw it, so.
Now you can actually run past the line of scrimmage and throw it if you get back behind the line of scrimmage. That's a rule in high school. That was
step back.
That was the play last year in which Dexter defeated Maranacook in the 8-man small school state championship game there after the time it expired. Bryce Connor, the quarterback, had run past the line of scrimmage at about the 15, but got back behind before he threw the football to Gagnon, who raced in for the touchdown to give the Tigers the victory. So that's a 5-yard penalty there.
Try to track down some scores at the half. Here's Galley with a quick kick. And again, a good bounce for the Mariners down to about the 37-yard line. But the Hawks with 2:46. I think they have 2 timeouts left.
I believe so.
Took one earlier.
I should say on that last play, it was a 5-yard penalty, but it was a loss of down, so it became 4th down.
Yeah.
And the Mariners were forced to punt. Here's a chance for Hermon to break it open here. And by the way, Oceanside had the opening kickoff, received the opening kickoff, so Hermon's got a chance to do that double deal here if they can punch one in before halftime and then accept the second half kickoff.
2:46, breeze blowing from right to left. Very enjoyable night for the fans, the players. Certainly the Hermon side happier at this point with the 10-point lead. Here's Glidden. A lot of open space on this left side. Good job there by an Oceanside player. That's Sargent, who tracked him down.
He says, now, how come I can't do that when the defender can't do that, but the offensive guy can stick his hand right in your face mask?
Sargent talking to the Hermon sideline there briefly with his palms to the air.
6-yard gain on first down.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store in Glenburn. Groceries, gas, great food to go. Tossie's has it all. 1492 Pushar Road in Glenburn and at tossiescheckout.com. Also a very enjoyable night for our camera crew.
Oh, gosh.
Which is very important.
I'm thinking about Nate Bailey up top there. It could be a lot
Here's
worse.
Kokoska rolling to his right again, looking downfield. That's got to be pass interference. Defender had no idea where the ball was making contact. Face guarding, it was all there, and an easy call by.
It's on Foster. That would be 15 yards and a first down.
So here we go again with the Hawks. Take another look at it.
Yeah, watch this play. Kokoska rolling right. With Jacob Dow, big Jacob Dow out there to block if needed.
I don't know what the average net gain is when Kokoska's rolling to his right, but it's got to be around 15 yards or so.
Oh, gosh. I mean, the worst is about a 7 or 8 yard gain because there's nobody there. A lot of times. Mark that off, 15 yards, or just did, and the ball is going to be spotted at the, 43?
43-yard line of Oceanside as Hawks look to extend their 10-point lead with a late score here in the first half. Kokoska this time rolling to his left. Had some success on this play earlier. Ball deflected, and Coombs can't hold on. Off his fingertips. Might have had a foot on the sideline as well. So incomplete pass, second down and 10. We got Alex Mooney here tonight, and he's kind of our utility guy. Like if the cameraman goes down, he's going to have to take over.
Okay.
Something happens to Mark, he's going to have to take over. He's normally our scoreboard guy.
Kind of the Bud Coulter of our unit, apparently.
Yeah. But we're coming through loud and strong, but some internet issues here quelling our fancier scoreboard. Oh, here's Glidden coming from the right side, gets the handoff. Glidden, here he goes inside the 20. He's got to bowl over at least one defender or two on every run.
Yeah.
And now some jostling after the play between Glidden and Blair. Officials quickly get there to break it up.
And Glidden was set up wide to the right there, came across to take the handoff. There's Jacob Dow in front of him looking for somebody to block. Finally, Glidden says, gotta go. There's blockers downfield as well. There's Jelks, number 10.
1, 2, yeah.
And then there's the personal exclamation point there at the end as he picks up a couple of extra yards down to the 13.
He likes to run.
That's 30 yards on that carry.
Enjoys the running part of it, enjoys the scoring part of it, also enjoys delivering a little punishment at the end of some of these runs. Kokoska, Glidden tries to bounce it outside. Relatively short gain here, maybe one. Down to about the 12-yard line. It's going to be second down and 9 for Hermon with 1:15 left to go. Coming up at the half, it's going to be the Uno's halftime show, brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Enjoy half-price appetizers weekdays 4 to 7 p.m. and all day NFL Sunday. For takeout, call 947 or go to unos.com. Kokoska again rolling to his right. Look at all that space over there. Short pass. And into the end zone again is Gary Glidden. Oceanside right now has no answer.
It's the same play. There's
could have run it in.
There's Dow with a block. A quick pass to Glidden. And here's Coulter this time getting in the way so that Glidden could get to the end zone. 12-yard play. No, they have no answer for that.
No.
I'd run that every play until they come up with something.
Or hand it off to Glidden.
Or hand
up the
it
middle.
But what they do, they put a couple
that combination.
Put a couple of receivers out there. They clear out, and it leaves a wide open field there.
Glidden up the middle. Kokoska rolling to his right. That's been the story of the offense here in the first half for the Hermon Hawks. They have their biggest lead of the evening. It's now 28-12 Hermon.
That is touchdown number 4 for Gary Glidden.
Comfortable Knights got a timeout called here by Hermon. Let's take a quick timeout. 28-12. This is Friday Night Football.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Back at Cameron Stadium, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our Ticket TV crew. Thanks for joining us here at 929theticket.com or on the Ticket app. A couple more football games to finish out our fall schedule, and then in about a month, Ernie, we'll start with high school basketball, a 60-game schedule for the winter.
Do we know
we'll be
where
inside.
Do we know where we're going to be opening night yet?
We do not. Yeah.
That would be Friday the 9th of December, right?
We might be in 2 places.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
I'm only going to be in 1 unless you've got some magic elixir.
Also want to give a shout out to Joe Nelson, who's our host here for City of Bangor. And it's a very comfortable situation. I feel very important tonight. First of all, I'm not standing up.
Yeah.
It's warm. We got nice
got our
comfortable
own
chairs.
booth.
I'm reclining.
You know what? We've got our own booth.
And here's Johnny Kokoska. Had the choice of running it in or passing it. And he flips it to number 1. And that is Jason Flanders, the senior. But there's a flag. And Flanders is dejected.
But it's the same kind of play, only to the other side of the field, really.
He could have run it in.
No, it's that rollout is just unsolvable, at least at this point, by Oceanside. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Kokoska, he has the option of. Sometimes he has nobody to beat, and other times there's one person to beat. But this is going to.
That was a 10-yarder.
Be against the could be a holding call against the Hawks.
So they're going to try the 2-point conversion from the 13 rather than the 3.
Well, just run that play they just ran to Glidden for the touchdown.
I go back to the right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got a timeout.
Oceanside.
Yep. Might as well use them.
And we're going to take a timeout as well with 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekends with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
We can go into a room and have absolutely nothing in there, nothing on the windows, no color, no character, no tone to a room.
That's, I think, where we're strongest, is being able to help someone envision what's going to go in that window.
And we leave, it's totally transformed into something that the customer wants it to be. We've often been told we make a room look better just by leaving it.
We are back here at Cameron Stadium. Class C North semifinal action between the Oceanside Mariners and the Hermon Hawks. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our Ticket TV crew. We got an Oceanside player coming on late. Kokoska lofts one to the end zone, and that one's going to be knocked down. Incomplete pass on the 2-point conversion. Again, a 10-yard penalty, setting the Hawks back to the 13. They come up short on that play, but they have a 16-point lead. Now, those 2 points, Ernie, who knows? Well, that penalty, those may come back.
It's still a 2-possession game.
That's
right?
why Oceanside called the timeout, because very important play right there.
Robert Blair, who's been active defensively for Oceanside with the knocking the ball away to prevent that 2-point pass. That time a straight drop back by Kokoska. We haven't seen a lot of that here in the first half, but
coming up in the Uno's halftime show, we're going to have first half highlights. We'll take a look at the school profiles and try to track down a score or two. Keep it right here on Ticket TV. Earlier today on The Drive, Ernie Clark, also known as Ernesto, made his surefire prognostications in The Drive at 5, I believe. I was listening at the time, and an extended schedule of games for you this week, Ernie.
Yes, 18.
You took it all the way to 18.
Instead of 15, all the games that were left. And apparently I have motivated the Hawks because.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking that. I was in my car.
I did pick
I said, there's some bulletin board material.
Yeah, indeed. They'll carry me off afterwards.
Somebody will remind you of that if it holds.
Oh.
And another little pooch kick and sliding down there. Number 22, that's Gavin Ripley, junior wide receiver. So 49.7 seconds. Oceanside at their 35-yard line. Now, they started the game with a 66-yard drive on 3 plays, Ernie.
Oh, gosh, it was like it was going to be 68-66 the way
This
the
is a
game
piece
started.
of cake. It's only 65.
Yeah, plenty of time. I mean, you get the ball in Sargent's hands and see what he can do.
Galley's going to pass it near side. Pass collected by Carter Galley. Breaks one tackle and then scoots out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line.
Does get out of bounds. One timeout left for the Mariners.
43 seconds left here in the first half.
Just 4 yards on that pass play. That's the first completion by Cohen Galley. He's 1 for 3 for 4 yards now.
Two wideouts to the left in a stack formation. Same situation here on the right side as they all look at their wristbands.
Yeah, they run that play, but instead of a radio in the helmet, it's just yelling from the sidelines.
There's Galley back to pass. Now he's going to tuck it under that right arm. Makes a nice little cut there. Still on his feet, still going. Got a blocker or two there, but the tackle is going to be made by Gary Glidden, and a flag is
it's
in.
Gonna be 15 more. That's a heck of a play. He avoided Glidden a couple of times before he finally caught up to him, and then
A little
the
extra.
penalty after. Well, he's well out of bounds here. Watch this. You see it right there.
Oh,
thanks
boy.
to Matthew Cunha. 10 yards out of bounds and hasn't let go yet. So big play here. Let's see where the ball was spotted. It's a good gain to start out with.
Great run there by Cohen Galley, the quarterback, and great work by our cameraman
43
on the field, Matt Cunha.
18 yards on the scramble. Another 15 for the hit out of bounds personal foul.
31 seconds left.
Ball's inside the 30 suddenly at the 28. 33 yards total on the gain by
I love this. So
Galley.
the coach got in the ear of Galley. I'm assuming giving him the play, but that collection of players over there on the sideline, must be 6 or 7 of them holding cards. They were still working hard.
right. Oh yeah. Gotta complete the play. Call.
Like they were trying to hypnotize the Hermon defense. Here's Galley firing downfield for the end zone, and that ball's going to be knocked free. Pretty good effort there by Galley.
Yeah, Xavier Jelks on the defense there.
Jelks has been in the middle of a lot here tonight, Ernie.
I think Galley was kind of lucky that play wasn't picked off. You watch this throw. He's just chucking it as far as he can.
Threw it about 40 yards by the time all was said and done.
And it's just a race for the ball, and Jelks had inside position on, might have been Sargent down there. But anyways, it goes as incompletion.
Again, Jelks was the keeper for Hermon soccer last year.
That's right.
So he's used to knocking down balls. Alex Mooney is in disbelief that all of these soccer players are moving over to football.
Bailing out.
He's shaking his
On
head
the
down.
world sport.
Nope. We got a whistle, and that's going to be false start.
5 on the Mariners.
Sets them back outside the 30-yard line to the 33. So things have stalled a little bit here for Oceanside, trying to get closer.
Still have the timeout. 23.4 left.
Sargent in motion. Galley drops it off short. There's a lot of space out there for Robert Blair inside the 20, 10, 5, spinning and out of bounds at about the 1 or 2. Indeed, all kinds of time.
Yeah, watch this. He kind of gave Hermon a little bit of its own medicine, dropping the ball out into the flat to Robert Blair down the sidelines. That's Chasen Flanders. He eludes that tackle, but there's Jelks and
1.5.
22. Max Hopkins combining to stop Blair before he gets into the end zone, but down to the 2, 31 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, well, well. Things getting very interesting here at the end of this first half. Galley straight up the middle, and the quarterback is in. Touchdown Mariners. And suddenly it's a 28-18 ball game. We mentioned they started the first half with a 3-play, 66-yard drive. They end the first half with a 65-yard drive on how many plays?
That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays. That's a pretty solid response by Oceanside to end the half. They needed that.
On that pass to Blair, mentioned Sargent was in motion coming to this side, and I think a lot of the Hermon defense came to this side with him because Blair was wide open. That's an easy touchdown right there for Cohen Galley, the quarterback for the Oceanside Mariners. And now these 2 points, very important. And Sargent in motion to the left. Galley feeling the pressure, moves to his right, lobs it to the end zone, and it's caught! Oh my goodness!
Yes! That is 22 Gavin Ripley there. Watch this. How many times can he juggle the ball? Pressure coming from Caden Patton, but able to get the ball. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he held on with 2 arms at that point.
Boy, that's a heck of a. It seems like that ought to be worth more than 2, but that's all he's going to get.
Take another look at it. There it is.
Almost knocked away by Kokoska.
Kept his eyes on the ball.
Yep, saw it there.
Secured it.
Wrapped it up with that right hand so it wouldn't get to the ground. That's a huge play there. 1 possession game now, 28-20. That was Blair.
Well, the first half started with all kinds of scoring and excitement, and the first half, it would appear, is going to end with all kinds of scoring and excitement.
Well, it was 38-36 when they first met, and we're on pace to exceed that at this point. What, 48 points here. There's still 11.1 seconds left in the first half.
Mariners kicking it off. Doing the honors, Ben Tripp. Well, some life on that far sideline.
Yeah, they're going to go. I mean, and again, Hermon gets the ball to start the second half, but we talked about that that best case scenario for the Hawks, and worst case scenario for Oceanside, and it's going to wind up somewhere in between, certainly, with Oceanside getting the last score of the first half, and then Hermon getting the ball to start the third quarter.
Short kick, and coming forward and making a sliding catch for the Hawks is Xavier Jelks. So the Hawks will have time for 1 play here, maybe 2.
Well, see if they do that rollout.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
That's worth enough yardage potentially if you can get it out of bounds to give yourself a shot to go for the end zone here before the break.
Hawks break the huddle. Flanders coming to the near side. Coulter wide right. And they're just going to take a knee here, and the final 10 seconds will tick off the clock here at Cameron Stadium. Outstanding first half, 28-20, Hermon with the lead, heading to the break. Coming up next, the Uno's halftime show. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
At Acadia Federal Credit Union, We care about our members.
Thank you. We care. Have a good day.
We care about our members.
We care. We care about each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union is an unusual financial institution because we care deeply about our members, our communities, and each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union, serving northern and eastern Maine with 8 branch locations.
We have an amazing team here at Hightford. I run the place. No, you won't use that, right? The Heights care about their employees. They are a family. That meant a lot to me. And they care about this town. They want this town to succeed.
I always joke around that we come in to hang out and once in a while we accidentally sell a car. We're all friends here. Our customers aren't customers, they're friends, and friends and their family.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty-equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Fast, friendly, honest, and clean. Counted right in front of you. You won't have to wait long to leave Brewer Redemption Center with cash in your hand. Located in the North Brewer Shopping Center behind the Parody, Brewer Redemption Center is open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays, 8 to 4. So grab those returnables and head over to Brewer Redemption Center today. Our team is waiting for you.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to...
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me. To keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. Making sure our town is open by daybreak. And our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Whether you want to get back to work, back to sports, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help you achieve your goals. With a new location in Bangor, County Physical Therapy brings a 30-year history of high performance, outcome-based rehab to the Great Skates Plaza at 82 Sylvan Road. And with priority scheduling, you get seen in days, not weeks. Remember, it's your choice. Make the best choice. County Physical Therapy, now in Bangor. Call them today at 401-4324 or visit them online at countypt.com.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium. Good look at the crowd. This is the Uno's halftime show. Crowd on the home side of the Hermon Hawks across the way. Good crowd here from the Mid-Coast rooting on the Oceanside Mariners. Uno Pizzeria and Grill is the sponsor of our halftime show. We're going to start the halftime show with some halftime highlights, Ernie.
Yes, we are. Here is Oceanside, third offensive play of the game, and the handoff to Aiden Sargent for the touchdown. 3 plays, 66 yards on that drive. Hermon comes right back. Here is Gary Glidden racing his way toward the end zone and is going to be able to reach over just enough to get that in. As we're matching touchdowns here early in the game. Here's Kokoska on a arguably a fake punt from way back near their own end. This is the start of a 97-yard drive as he gets that first down. Now he's going to do it again here. Fourth down play. Needs to get to the 38 and just does. That's 2 first downs on fake punts on that drive, 97 yards. We move to the second quarter, and there is Gary Glidden bouncing off one of his own blockers, getting to the outside, and then muscles his way into the end zone for one of his 4 first-half touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 1 in the air. Here comes Sargent, player of the year in the Big 11, Class C North. That time, easy going up the middle to the end zone, but Glidden's got another answer here. Short run, has to work for it, but is able to lower his shoulder and get in. And again, this is something we noticed during the game. All the open space on this rollout by Kokoska has a chance to run or throw, but there's Glidden and there's Bud Calder, 18, just getting in the way enough to allow Glidden to get into the end zone. And here comes Oceanside late in the half, final minute, pass to Robert Blair, gets down the sidelines, keeps gaining yardage before Glidden finally knocks him out at about the 2-yard line. Next play, Cohen Galley, the junior quarterback, into the end zone. And now watch this play of the half right here on the 2-point conversion. Cohen Galley in the air to 22, Gavin Ripley. 3 times he touches the ball before he finally comes down with it. And the importance of that, beyond just the 2 points, is it makes it a 1-possession game at 28-20.
All right, there you go. First half highlights. We'll step aside once again. Back with the school profiles. This is the Uno's halftime show on Friday Night Football.
Hermon Lumber Company is honored to have again been named one of the best places to work in Maine. Hermon Lumber recognizes the importance of employee satisfaction. They provide a positive workplace environment with opportunities to grow. Hermon has continued to grow too, with more team members across Maine and New Hampshire. To find your place on the Hermon team, click on the careers link at HermonLumber.com. Hermon Lumber Company, proud to be one of the best places to work in Maine.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? When the forecast calls for nasty weather, all roads lead to down east. With Toyota's impressive lineup of 15 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, you're sure to find a model and payment that's right for you. Don't see it on our lot? Here's the latest update on models arriving soon. Pre-order yours now for the fastest delivery. When Maine roads get messy, all roads lead to down east. Your four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive headquarters on Wilson Street in Brewer.
At Acadia Federal Credit Union, we care about our members.
Thank you. We care. Have a good day.
We care about our members.
We care. We care about each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union is an unusual financial institution because we care deeply about our members, our communities, and each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union, serving northern and eastern Maine with 8 branch locations.
Welcome to Rebecca's. For over 30 years, we've been serving our local customers in downtown Bangor, and we invite you to explore our historic shop.
Rebecca's carries many Maine-made products from local artisans. Perhaps you need a gift basket for your next celebration. We'll be glad to help. From blueberry ceramic dishes, gourmet foods featuring Stonewall Kitchen, fine wines to antique dishes and furniture. You're sure to find that perfect gift.
We hope to see you soon at Rebecca's.
We have an amazing team here at Hiteford. I run the place. No, you won't use that, right? The Heights care about their employees. They are a family. That meant a lot to me. And they care about this town. They want this town to succeed.
I always joke around that we come in to hang out and once in a while we accidentally sell a car. We're all friends here. Our customers aren't customers, they're friends, and friends and their family.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty-equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Back with the Uno's halftime show. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our Ticket TV crew. Teams getting loose for the second half. Let's take a look at our school profiles, and we'll start with Oceanside down on the mid-coast. Good look at the Oceanside High School there. Enrollment 526. The principal is Jesse Bartkey, Athletic Director Troy Smith, Superintendent John McDonald. Now for Hermon High School. Enrollment just about the same. 523. Brian Walsh, the principal. Rick Sinclair, the AD. Saw Rick earlier here tonight. And the superintendent is Micah Grant. And we're going to take another break as you look at the fans as they get ready for the second half of action. We'll do the same. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
The Dream First Community Debit Card. When you shop local, use your Dream First Community Debit Card and we'll donate to a local food bank. You'll be supporting the businesses that help make our communities the beautiful and unique places we call home, while also helping end food insecurity right here where we live. When you shop local, we give local. That's simple. The Dream First Community Debit Card, only from the First National Bank. Learn more at dreamfirstcommunity.com.
Coastal Auto Parts proudly supports education for the skilled trades. These parents agree that allowing their children to explore trade opportunities at Hancock County Technical Center was a good move.
With our son, we saw the most difference, almost like a light bulb being turned on.
And my daughter, because of her experience here at HCTC, she knows what she wants to do. She's gotten to try it. I feel like that's going to set her up for success.
Coastal Auto Parts, owned and operated by a Maine family that...
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org. Creative Options, where it's all about choice.
Every Maine winter brings its challenges, but one thing always remains the same. Having the right winter tires on your vehicle will get you and your family where you need to go safely. At Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer, you'll find the lowest prices on tires guaranteed. All the best brands for all the worst weather conditions. From alignments to brakes and everything else under the hood, Twin City Tire wants to help you have your safest winter yet. Find the perfect set of winter tires for your vehicle at Twin City Tire and Service, 609 Wilson Street, Brewer.
At Midcoast Denture Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design,
because everyone deserves to have an awesome...
You don't have to worry about gas prices with the new Kia from Van Sickle. Choose from the affordable 2022 Kia Forte EPA at 39 miles per gallon, or the Kia Niro Hybrid EPA rated at 53 mpg. The new all-wheel drive Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid EPA rated at 79 mpge. Or check out the stunning all-new all-wheel drive 2023 Kia Sportage and get the peace of mind that comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Back at the half. Halftime winding down, and let's take a look at some of the other scores, Ernie.
Yes, let's do that. One final, 8-man large school South Regional, Yarmouth, the 2-seed edges Mount Ararat, the 1-seed, 20-18. Let's look for some Northern Maine scores. 8-man North final, regional final. Orono 35, Stern Skank 14 at halftime. Class B North semifinals, Falmouth and Coney 21 all at half. Class B North semifinals, Skowhegan 36, Lawrence 34 at halftime. You know this score, Hermon 28, Oceanside 20, that at the half. Foxcroft Academy 61, Madison 0 at halftime in Class D. And Lisbon St. Dom's 13, John Bapps, nothing. That game also at halftime. Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale 7, Poland, nothing in the first quarter. Freeport 41-12 over Oak Hill in the fourth quarter. Those also D quarterfinals. C South semifinals. Levitt 50, Chevrolet 16 in the third quarter. Another final in Class C South, Cape Elizabeth, the defending state champion, 20. Wells 14. Class B South semifinals. A final score: Portland 40, Kennebunk 20, and then South Portland 15, Massabesic 6. That in the third quarter. Class A quarterfinals. A pair of ties so far. Bonnie Eagle and Scarborough tied at 7-all in the third quarter. Sanford and Lewiston tied at 21-all at halftime. And the 8-man South small school regional final, Dirigo 16, Old Orchard Beach 6 in the third quarter. And 8-man North regional large school final, Mount Desert Island 12, Waterville 6 at the half. I think that's all of them.
All right. Thank you very much, Ernie. As our scoreboard update is completed. Busy night of football around the state of Maine. And Ernie, why don't you give us some quick first half stats?
Yeah, a couple of stats to let you in on. Total yardage, Hermon 271 to 207 for Oceanside. Hold on just a second.
As we get ready for this second half kickoff.
Gary Glidden, 22 carries for 154 yards for Hermon. Johnny Kokoska, 5 of 8 passing for 73 yards. For Oceanside, Cohen Galley, 5 carries for 80 yards. Aiden Sargent, 7 carries for 75 yards to lead the way for the Mariners.
Hermon with an 8-point lead, 28-20. They'll get the ball first here in half number 2. See if they can pick up where they left off. With the big first half, 4 touchdowns and another short kick, fielded cleanly there by Jelks once again. And Hermon will have pretty good field position to start their first drive of half number 2, as they're going to spot it at about the 37-yard line for the Hawks. As the young folks down below, they've got I think their letters are a little mixed up.
Yeah, there's some spelling issue
the
there.
K and the S are coming before the W, but
heart's in the
get
right
an
place.
A for effort. Yes.
Indeed.
Having fun.
Yeah. Nobody stopped them and told them they were incorrectly spelling the name. They were just happy that they were showing enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Johnny Kokoska, the quarterback, under center, turns, hands off to Gary Glidden. We said that a lot in the first half, expect to say it a lot in the second half. And Glidden reels off 8 yards on the first play here in the third.
Yeah, it looked like he might be stopped near the line of scrimmage, but a burst gets him up to
make it 9
46.
yards.
That's going to be a 9-yard gain on first down.
Friday Night Football on Ticket TV, brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More in Newport. They feature athletic, casual, dress, and work shoes in many styles from the leading manufacturers. Comfort Shoes and More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, and at comfortshoesandmore.com. Kokoska hands to Glidden. A lot of running room, straight ahead. Powers his way down close to the 45-yard line. Another first down for the Hawks and a good start here in half number 2.
Now this looks kind of familiar. This is how the second half started last week against Hermon Academy, although different circumstances certainly. The Hawks not happy with their offensive performance in the first half. That was a 6-0 lead at the half, and came out and gave it to Glidden on the first 11 carries of the second half, and they drove for a touchdown. Here, so far so good, as they've moved it out into Oceanside territory at the 45 with a pair of 9-yard gains.
And this time, one of the upbacks gets the call. Might be Coulter. It is Bud Coulter. No gain on that play. It'll bring up second down and 10. For the most part, when you boil it down, the game plan offensively for Hermon has been pretty simple, Ernie. It's been Glidden straight ahead, or it's been Kokoska rolling to his right with options.
Yep. And the options have been there. I think probably more so than Hermon could have even anticipated before the game.
Got an injured player for Oceanside, Hale Morris, senior linebacker, getting some help off the field, but under his own power. Tonight on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket, Maine sports leader, Boston Celtics basketball. They're hosting the Bulls. Maybe Alex Mooney can track down a Celtics score over there.
Bulls beat the Celtics the same night the Chicago Bears defeated the Patriots. That was a Chicago disaster.
Yeah. Glidden this time trying to get around the left end. Oceanside did a pretty good job containing that run by Gary Glidden.
Yeah, just two.
No, Celtics in a close one against the Bulls, 58-57 as they near the end of the first half at the TD Garden.
Yeah, this is all two down territory stuff because Kokoska lines up as the punter and surveys the scene on fourth down if it gets to that point, then makes a choice. So far he's 2 for 2 on conversions.
Johnny from the shotgun rolls right. Some penetration here by that Oceanside defense. Now Kokoska heads up field, and he's going to be well short of the line to gain. He'll pick up a couple on that play to the 40-yard line of the Mariners, and it's going to be 4th down and 5.
Oceanside did a better job that time of staying with the receivers that went out into the flat like Glidden had done on several occasions in the first half, one time scoring a touchdown on the short pass for Kokoska, but nobody open there, so Kokoska had to cut back to the middle and wound up picking up 3, and we're left with 4th and 5 here. It's a big defensive opportunity for Oceanside.
Big play early in this second half. Kokoska all alone in the backfield, rolls to his right, and he throws downfield. Pass is caught by Glidden, and he's going to make that catch about a yard beyond the line to gain another first down for the Hermon Hawks.
Yeah, good hands here by Glidden at the end of this play when he makes the...
Oh, wait a minute. He didn't hold on to the football?
Now, let's see.
It's like Oceanside.
No, it bounced off a defender.
Oh.
It was behind Glidden and bounced off the defender.
There you go.
So that's a big stop by the Oceanside defense, and now they'll look to see if they can march down the field and get the equalizer. Touchdown and 2-point conversion, the difference right now. I think anytime you can stop one of these teams from scoring is a big defensive effort. And good field position to boot at the Oceanside 40.
Aiden Sargent in the backfield. He'll get the first carry of the second half for Oceanside. Pretty good job there by the Hermon defense to contain him. Picks up 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 here for the Mariners. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV brought to you by The Corner Store, located at 575 Hammond Street in Bangor. The Corner Store with all of your convenience store needs and an awesome deli. Don't forget the Saturday special. All cold sandwiches in the deli are buy one and get one half off, like The Corner Store on Facebook.
Seems like a lot of time between plays, only because the Mariners line up ready to go, and then they just wait for the quarterback to get the play.
Galley hands off to Sargent. Flag is down. Sargent picks up 3 more. Up to the 46 of the Mariners, but let's see what the call is here.
Well, Mariners backing up, so it's going to be another holding call.
And that'll set Oceanside back. Our coverage here tonight at Cameron Stadium also brought to you by Black Fly Coffee Company, serving the best coffee in the area, located on Route 1A in Holden. Drive-through and mobile ordering available. Open 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check them out at blackflycoffee.com.
Ball's at the 31, need to get out to the 50, so 2nd and 19 now.
Got a hockey score, Maine hockey taking on Yukon. That's a final mark, heading to 3rd. 2-2 the score between Maine and the Huskies. Huskies number 8, I believe. Thrown downfield, thrown out for grabs, and a great job there by Zeb Foster as he became the defender in that case.
Yeah, watch this ball just coiled. I don't know if it got tipped or not. Let's take a look. Boy,
Jacob Dow was
got his
there.
hand awful close to it. And even if he didn't, you have to throw it pretty hard to get it over his head. A nice job, as you mentioned, by Foster, who turned defensive back there and prevented the interception.
Yeah, Coombs was waiting for it, but Foster got a fingertip on that football.
No turnovers yet in this game, correct?
Until now.
Till very soon.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Long way to go.
I just went out on a limb there.
Well, you are correct. Had a couple close calls, but
yep.
3rd down and 19 for the Mariners. Galley looked right, now looking left. Has a man over there with some space. That is Zeb Foster. Foster leans forward. He gets across the 40-yard line, and it's going to bring out 4th down, and I believe about 8 yards to go.
Yep, gain of 11 on that play. Good safe pass outlet to Foster on that, in that left flat.
One-score game. Galley, quarterback. He executed the quick kick pretty well in that first. That was at 57-yard net.
Got it down.
Yeah.
Got it down to the. Put it down at the 3-yard line. Then there was a penalty. It knocked it back to the 1.5, but Hermon went the distance for the touchdown on that particular drive.
Here's Galley on 4th down, and he's going to come up well short. He's going to lose a couple of yards, and that one went awry for the Mariners, and the Hawks are going to take over with a very short field here.
Yeah, I think Jacob Dow was in on that play. Alex Smith was in on that play.
When you see big number 77, he's always in the vicinity just because he's so light.
You're right, exactly. Anything on the interior there. That was a tough play. You could see he wasn't going to punt. He was too close to the line of scrimmage to get anything off.
And so a gamble taken there by Coach Weiss and the Mariners. It doesn't work. And now Kokoska, Glidden and company looking to put the hammer down on this possession. Here's Gary Glidden. He's got the 1st down, still churning, and finally brought down at about the 24-yard line as Glidden rips off 16 more.
Yeah, he just keeps those legs churning. Not really touched there for the first 5-6 yards. Really, that's the first time he really gets hit. Good blocking up front by the Hawks. Ball almost stripped out, but finally tackled inside the 20.
Except.
Oh, never mind. Penalty. I was too busy looking at the
Get your eraser. It was a great replay.
Yeah, it was a great replay. It
doesn't count.
It doesn't mean anything. So the ball's going to be spotted back at the hold call there, back to the 49. So that's a huge play. The ball was inside the 25, and all of a sudden it's back in Hermon territory.
It is a 26-yard turnaround in the favor of Oceanside on that play.
Quite a few holding calls in this game on both sides tonight.
There's probably a holding call on every play if you really wanted to. Glidden, and they keep him in check on this carry. It's a yard, maybe 2. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Smith & Lane Pressure Washing. Want to revitalize your property? Smith & Lane Pressure Washing is a great place to start, specializing in vinyl, decks, and concrete. For more information, go to smithandlanepressurewashing.com. 2nd down, and about 18 yards to go here for the Hawks. Nobody's scored yet here in the second half. By this time in the first half, we already had 14 points on the board.
Yeah.
And not much there for Glidden again, so the Oceanside defense stiffening.
Duncan Natali, number 51, senior defensive tackle, and number 72, Brady Proctor, big guy, just a sophomore.
Get a chance. We'll have Mark Paulette put up some of the award winners in the Big 11 Conference. Take a look at those momentarily with 6:20 on the clock here at Cameron Stadium. A little chill in the air. It was a bit balmy when we first arrived here, but you can feel the chill. And Nate Bailey, our cameraman on the roof here of the press box, came down to enjoy some warmth at the half, so it's a little chilly up there. There is a pretty significant breeze blowing.
Yeah, I would see where he would be affected by the breeze. We have no
More than
complaints,
anybody.
however. Yeah.
Kokoska, he's feeling the heat. Now he escapes. Now he throws downfield, and he left it short. So the Oceanside defense right there, Ernie, putting a halt to that drive.
There's been some adjustments made. I mean,
Penalty
again,
hurt.
Yeah, the penalty did hurt. The rollout, though, is being contained a lot better by Oceanside here in the second half.
I mean, that had to be their number one priority, along with
Yes.
you got to still key on Glidden, obviously, but you got to stop that play.
Well, you can't leave 15, 20 yards of open space out there and not expect the other team to take advantage of it. And certainly Hermon did in the first half. And now it's 4th down, and we'll see what Kokoska does. He's going to be back in that very short punt formation here.
4th and 17. Kokoska moving up.
Ooh, high snap.
Now the snap is high. Kokoska does get it away. End over end, short kick. Takes a small Hermon bounce, and the Hawks will touch it down at the 23-yard line of Oceanside, and the Mariners will take over down by just 8 points. That score they got late in the first half, Ernie.
Oh, that's huge. Because
really kept them in the game and gave them momentum.
Gave them momentum on both sides of the ball. Here you go with a big 11 Class C North All-Conference squad, and these are some of the individual honors bestowed on players. Aiden Sargent, you've seen here tonight, Player of the Year, junior linebacker and running back. Lineman of the Year, Hunter Kenna of Hermon, who we've talked about, and Tim Lesser of Winslow share that honor. Assistant Coach of the Year, Ryan Robinson of Nokomis, Ryan Grindle of Hampton Academy, and Head Coach of the Year in his first year with the Mariners, Sam Weiss of Oceanside.
Sargent straight ahead. Solid pickup on first down there for the Mariners. He gains about 5 on that first down play.
Sam Weiss, from a family of coaches. I believe his father, Bill, has coached in the Oceanside system, and his uncle, Daryl, used to be the head coach of the Mariners, maybe early 2000s, late 90s, somewhere in that range.
That was a famous, pretty good coach in the NFL, Sam Weiss.
Yes.
W-Y-C-H-E, I believe. First down pickup there for the Mariners. The chain gang advancing things up to the 37-yard line of Oceanside. Galley looking to the sideline, talking with Sargent. Some of the offensive linemen looking at their wristbands. Inside handoff, Sargent bounces off one player, might have been his own player, and a nice tackle there.
Bud Coulter.
Yep.
Play still good. Short gain on that, gain 3.
Bud'd be good in rodeo.
Yes. Rope and steers.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could stay on for 8 seconds on those bucking Broncos. That'd be kind of tough.
Hermon fans looking for some defense here from the Hawks. 2nd down and 7. Blair coming to the near side. Up the middle goes Sargent, and he's going to get it beyond the 45-yard line. They'll spot it at the 46. Going to leave the Mariners 1 yard shy of the first down marker.
Well, if the last possession was any indication, they will have 2 chances to get that 1 yard.
What, a yard and a half?
Yep. Yeah, closer to 2.
Hermon fans, they're in sync here tonight. Sargent.
Oh,
he's not going to get it here.
He stopped.
Might have lost a half yard. Hermon
56.
defense.
We just mentioned him, one of the linemen of the year, Hunter Kenna. Getting the wraps on Sargent before he could get to the line of scrimmage. It's going to go for a 1 yard loss. And now it's going to be 4th and 2.5.
Solid 2. lot of key plays here in the middle of the field between the 40s. Coaches making tough decisions on fourth down in many cases.
Seismic here with the team.
Wow, man. They might have to go to a different area. A little quieter up on the roof.
Yeah.
Jay Baines is rocking. And
timeout.
Timeout called. And we will take one as well. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Back here at Cameron Stadium on fourth down, and the Oceanside Mariners are going to be stymied. 4th and 2, and Galley, the quarterback, gets about a half yard, and the Hermon Hawks are going to take over as their fans really into it on that defensive stand.
Faked the handoff to Sargent, tried to draw the defense that way, but he is caught from behind. I think that's Glidden on that tackle. No gain on the play, and suddenly it's turned into a defensive battle here.
Kind of Gallant, very excited along the sideline. Why not? Still a one-score game. Nobody scored here in this second half. Second time they played this year. Hermon with the 38-36 win in the regular season matchup. Here's Gakoska. Glidden full head of steam as he hits the line, and somehow, some way, despite getting tripped near the line of scrimmage, he dives forward to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard pickup on first down.
Alex Smith, the fullback, slow to get up, but
I think he's got a calf
I think he's got a
Might be a
cramping,
cramp.
yeah. He doesn't want to leave, but now he's going to be subbed out with Max Hopkins, a sophomore, stepping in.
It's pretty good running off the field. Gets a pat on the back from Coach Gallant. Hawks looking to seize the moment and seize this momentum their defense provided. Gakoska, deep handoff to Glidden. Here he goes again, down the sideline. 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Gary Glidden with number 5 on the night.
Yeah, 3 backs in the backfield. He's the last one. Breaks through that line, 55 with a big block there. Caden Patton to help open it up, and now it's just a foot race that he is going to win. Touchdown number 5, I believe, for Gary Glidden tonight.
What a turnaround there. 4th and about 2. Hermon defense comes up big. Hawks take over on downs, 5-yard pickup, and then the burst to the end zone.
Mr. Glidden.
That must be Dad right there.
Yeah, he's pumped.
He's helping out the kids. It's the kids and Dad Glidden.
Dad Glidden.
Oh, look at that move. I don't know if the Golden Buck can do that.
No, I don't think so.
He had some moves, though.
Here's Glidden for 2.
And he's in. 16-point lead for the Hermon Hawks. Their fans on their feet, enjoying this one. Hawks looking to move on to the regional final a week from tomorrow at Hamden Academy. That'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff.
It would be the second straight appearance in the regional final. Lost to Winslow last year. Also made it, I believe, in 18 or 19 when Garrett Trask was the quarterback for Chicagolands club. So they've been in the upper echelon of this league for a few years now. It's one of the younger programs kicking around. By the way, unofficially, Gary Glidden over 200 rushing yards now. 220 on 28 carries, including that 40-yard run there to the end zone.
Celtics up at the half, 63-57 over the Chicago Bulls.
Bulls, the only team to defeat the Celtics in regulation time this year. The other two losses, both in overtime to Cleveland.
Yeah. Cavaliers have been a thorn in the C's side here earlier in the season.
They are very good. They are very good and very young in a lot of places.
Ooh.
Whoops.
Wow, that one. He's going to give Oceanside very good field position.
That was a good play by 88, Nate Thompson, in that he called a fair catch. He put his arm up, didn't he?
Yeah.
That way nobody can drill him until after he has contact with the ball. And now the Mariners are not in a must-score situation, but really they haven't stopped Hermon a whole bunch in this game, and so
got to take advantage of this field position.
Yeah, they can't afford not to get something here, and they need touchdowns.
Hawk fans stomping again. Eric Cameron. Sargent on the move. Heads downfield. Galley rolling to his left, and there is a flock of Hawks on top of him. 5 Hawks in on that play.
Yeah, rolled to his left, looking for somebody to throw to. But receiver in the flat was covered, and here come the Hawks.
Wow.
There's about 5 of them there.
Cole and Galley.
First sack of the game, I believe. -5 on that play. Things going backwards for the Mariners.
Credit these Hawk fans. I think they're making a difference here.
I agree. They forced a timeout there not long ago with communication efforts.
Galley fakes the handoff, tries to take it up the middle. He'll get a couple, but that's it. And the Hawk defense right now coming up big.
Listen to the occasion. Oceanside not getting the ball to Aiden Sargent here on this particular possession. Pick up a 2 there by Galley, but that's not enough.
Final 20 seconds ticking off the clock here at Cameron Stadium. Mariners will get one more play off. Sargent coming near side. Player of the year heads upfield. Galley looking for some room. Finds a little bit, but not enough. Another 2-yard pickup. And it's going to be 4th down and about 11 yards to go here for Oceanside. Right now, to the quarterback Galley, it seems like there's about 15 Hawks out there playing defense.
Yeah, Gavin Coombs, the first
one. Look at the reaction right there.
Yeah, they're pumped. That's where all the momentum is, right here heading into the 4th quarter.
That'll do it for the 3rd. We'll be back with quarter number 4. Hawks up by 16. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to...
Why is the Coach House Restaurant the best family restaurant around? Is it because of the fine home-cooked meals for the family? Yeah. Is it because of the delicious homemade desserts? Yeah. Is it because of the full bar or the spacious Coach House banquet room that you can reserve for holiday parties? Yeah. Is it because of the large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Yeah. The Coach House Restaurant is the best family restaurant around because of all of these things. See for yourself at 457 Wilson Street, Brewer. You can eat in or take out.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door with 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Uno's is the place to be.
All right, you see the end of the fourth down play here for Oceanside, and for a moment it looked like Zeb Foster was going to have a very long reception here as Galley steps up in the pocket, hurls it downfield.
Just a little bit underthrown. Really not much, though, and a good job there. I think that might have been Coulter there to knock it away.
And the penalty against Oceanside will be declined, and the Hawks will take over in Oceanside territory at the 44 of the Mariners. So the combination of the Mariner fans and their support behind this Hawk defense, and that defense rising to the occasion here a couple of times here in this second half. And Hawk offense back on the field, 16-point lead. Right now, Hawk Nation is feeling it, Ernie.
Yes, pitching a shutout here in the second half so far.
Kokoska, deep handoff, Glidden slams into the line. 2-yard pickup there for Gary. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV brought to you by Hildreth Street Auto. They are a full-service automotive garage where they pride themselves with integrity and honesty. They also sell quality, affordable used cars. Call 217-6151 or go to hildrethstreetauto.com. 11:20 left to go in the ball game. Kokoska taking his time, looking across at the Oceanside defense, and now a Mariner jumps too quick. Frustration there for Brady Proctor, the sophomore.
Drawn off by Dow there, who put his hand down, and the defender saw that movement and went forward, and it's going to cost the Mariners 5. Second and short now. 3 yards to go.
It's one heck of an I formation in the backfield.
Yeah, it is.
The dot is Glidden, and Glidden is inside the 25. He just can't be stopped. And he's well over 200 now, right?
Yeah, he was 28 for 210 through 3 quarters. And now he's just picked up 19 on that carry, so he's up around 230 now. Had 201, according to my stats, last week in the win over Hammond Academy, so he's having a pretty good postseason here so far.
Kokoska again being very deliberate. Glidden bent over, deep in the backfield.
Waiting for the back judge to signal. The clock running down toward the play clock running down. We get a flag there.
Using every second possible with these offensive plays. Flag coming from behind the quarterback. Referee with the flag. It's going to go against Hermon. Holding. And it'll set the Hawks back 10. Are you or someone you know looking for free education and training? Then stop looking and check out your opportunities today with Team Maine Job Corps at jobcorps.gov. 10-15. Ball now at the 35-yard line of Oceanside. Mariners with the light blue pants and white jerseys.
Merger of Rockland and Georges Valley High School of Thomaston. Probably pushing a decade now. Maybe not quite that much.
Glidden gets the call again, bounces it out to the left, breaks a tackle. A couple of Mariners trying to bring him down. Eventually they do. but not before. He gets it inside the 15, and he's close to first down yardage.
Here he is on the back end of that I formation. Good blocking up front. And then watch this, Chasen Flanders, number 1 right there. Allows him just enough room to sneak between those 2 defenders and add another 10 yards to his run.
Mariners trying to pull that ball out of Glidden's hands, but
35 to the 15, 14.
14.
21-yard gain there. He's picking it up in huge chunks here. Last 4 carries, 42, 19, and 21. They needed 21 for the first down.
The Celtics and Bulls on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket tonight. Tomorrow night, we get back to World Series action. Pretty good series. I don't know how many people are watching it, but it's been a good series between the Astros and the Phillies. Here's Glidden pounding his way down inside the 5. Looks like another 9 or 10-yard pickup there for number 21.
He's just not to be stopped. And again, you got to credit the offensive line as well. Guys like Caden Patton, Hunter Kenner, Carter Moses, Jacob Dow, and even the receivers doing a good job, whether it's Coulter or Chasen Flanders a moment ago. They're all blocking. They're all part of the play. Gain of 9 there on first down.
Astros leading the World Series 3-2 after a tight win last night. And how about former Black Bears shortstop Jeremy Payne? I mean, he won the MVP in the ALCS. I mean, he's right there in the running
to
win
shot.
it.
Yeah, he does.
In the World Series.
Touchdown.
And there's a touchdown. Cruising into the end zone is Gary Glidden. 6 TDs on the night. See it from high above Cameron Stadium.
Alex Smith and Bud Coulter in front of Glidden in that I formation. Their blocks allow him to kind of pick and choose which direction he goes. And for the most part, he's been picking to go to the end zone tonight. That's 6 times now for the senior.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we saw a guy score 7 touchdowns.
Through the air, yeah.
Will Francis.
His team don't have a score, but Orono comfortably in front of Stern Skank up in Millinocket in that 49-22 in the third quarter. Orono leading Stern Skank.
This is Kokoska throwing to the end zone, and that ball is going to be caught, but outside the end zone. So no 2 points there for the Hawks, but they have a comfortable lead in this one with 8:06 on the clock, 42-20. And we'll step aside. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
In the blink of an eye, dress up becomes curtain call. We don't want you to miss a thing. For personal professional service and a selection of styles like no other, bring your prescription to Mainly Eyes inside Bangor Mall. You'll see the difference at Mainly Eyes.
You don't have to worry about gas prices with the new Kia from Van Sickle. Choose from the affordable 2022 Kia Forte EPA at 39 miles per gallon or the Kia Niro Hybrid EPA rated at 53 mpg. The new all-wheel drive Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid EPA rated at 79 mpge. Or check out the stunning all-new all-wheel drive 2023 Kia Sportage and get the peace of mind that comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Meanwhile, back at the ball game.
Meanwhile, we are back here at Cameron Stadium. We got a little distracted.
Yeah.
Had a delivery.
Hey, it's food.
That's right.
We're very grateful.
Food brought to the booth. We apologize.
Boy, they
let's get back to the action.
Hermon defense has a lot of fans here tonight because they are pumped every time they step on the field at this point.
Yeah.
28-yard line, first down for Oceanside after the kickoff.
This is Galley, the quarterback. Scooting to his left, turns it upfield, breaks a tackle. Here's Cohen Galley getting to that third level of the Hermon defense. He's got a first down out to the 45-yard line.
It seems as though the difference on the scoreboard is taking Aiden Sargent out of the game because he is not receiving the ball. Instead, it's Galley looking to pass, and at least 50% of the time forced to run because of good defense in the secondary by the Hawks. Good run there, though, 17 yards for the quarterback and a first down.
Galley has a little time here, whips it downfield, and just off the fingertips. I think that's Blair over there. Number 9, valiant effort on his part, and a good toss there.
Yeah, good toss because you got it between the quarterback and the safety, who both arrived at about the same time, but still put it on Blair's hand. But tough catch if he was to make it.
Second down and 10. Friday Night Football brought to you by the Height family of dealerships. They are proud to serve Central and Western Maine, not only providing you with your next vehicle, but by exceeding expectations and forging connections with their customers and their community, celebrating 111 years. That's the Height family of dealerships. Here's Cohen Galley on the move. Cohen Galley veers out of bounds inside Hermon territory at the 42.
Going to be a first down there as Galley saw the open field that Kokoska was seeing in the first half while rolling out, and also saw the change to know how far he had to get to reach the first down marker. Got down to the 42, gain of 13 there, so he's picked up 30 yards on a couple of carries here, and that time was able to get out of bounds.
Some energy here for the Mariner offense. Here's Sargent. Sargent straight ahead and finally pushed backwards after picking up 3 with the forward progress. Our coverage here tonight also brought to you by Autumn of Life Home Care. Autumn of Life is looking for part-time and full-time PSS CNA candidates, flexible schedules, competitive pay, a sign-on bonus, along with a tremendous benefit package. To apply, call 217-6026 or go to autumnoflife.org. Long pass downfield and rising high, but unable to pull it down is Zeb Foster. Guy's got a pretty good wing on him.
Yeah, he really does. The other thing you notice, though, that everybody he's throwing to, there are 2 defenders around the receiver. The last couple of times that you almost have to make a perfect pass to get a completion, and he's coming close, but not quite close enough. And now it's third down and 7. Sargent, by the way, 14 carries now for 103 yards rushing. But again, you compare that to Glidden, who has carried the ball twice as much at this point. 33 carries for Glidden, well over 200.
Galley with Sargent to his right, hands it off. Sargent will be brought down by 2 or 3 Hawks right there. Good pursuit by this Hermon defense.
33, Alex Smith in on that. 55, Caden Patton in on that play as well.
Another fourth down situation. A lot of drives here on fourth down. Trying to do it again.
Let's see, Oceanside has to go to signals because they can't hear it.
Right.
Quarterback cannot hear that from the middle of the field.
Galley hands it off. Sargent, he's got the first. Down inside the 30.
Draw play there. Hermon had a chance to stop it right out of the gate, but good leg strength by Sargent to move the chains.
6 minutes left to go. Hermon up big, 42-20, but Mariners fighting until the end. Fakes the handoff to Sargent. Pump fake. Here comes Dow trying to chase down Galley. And Galley Good push there, forward down to the 25.
He's really pretty elusive.
He is.
Yeah, he is. It doesn't put him in good position to throw the pass, but he's avoiding the sack. Picks up 5 on that carry. But Hermon will take that 5-yard gains with the clock still running.
Escapability.
Yeah, he's got that.
Looking to pass again, feeling the heat, and he's going to escape again. We've got a flag coming in, probably a hold. He flips it up.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Indeed, it was caught by Sargent. He was behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is. Officials discussing it.
I think I do have to figure out whether or not that was a completed pass.
Get the signal from the referee.
I suspect
face mask. Personal foul, face mask.
That's a break for the Mariners.
Going to go against the Hawks.
Except for the guy that had to take the face mask. But that should be first down again for Oceanside. Ball's going to be, I think it's probably half the distance to the goal. So ball at about the 12.5 there on that personal foul face mask.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Sargent in the backfield. Pass by Galley across the middle, and incomplete.
Jelks there, almost with an interception.
Xavier Jelks has been omnipresent here tonight.
He really has. He's done a nice job in that secondary. Ball a little bit, not much overthrown actually, but Jelks right there on Gavin Ripley, I believe, 22 for the Mariners. Ooh, counter.
Side and off and into the end zone. Touchdown. That is Gavin Ripley with the TD right there for the Mariners as they get back on the board.
Ripley is set up on the wing, takes that inside counter and then cuts up quickly, head of steam, all the way to the end zone. 12-yard touchdown run. First player other than Sargent or Glidden to score in this game, touchdown-wise for either team, but the Mariners stay alive with 4:50 to play.
It's back to a 2-score game at 42-26. And that's a touchdown. Blair with the carry coming from the right side.
Same play as the touchdown play, only to the other side and a different runner. This time Robert Blair, sophomore. Pretty young team, by the way.
Yeah.
Think about the guys that are coming back just in the offensive backfield alone, and it's pretty much everybody.
Friday Night Football brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experience with electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or manage projects. Visit FitchCompany.com. And we're also brought to you by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, change your outlook. Book your appointment at DeansDetailing.com. And stay tuned after the ball game for the Dean's Detailing postgame show. Get you highlights from this ball game between the Hawks and the Mariners. Get you caught up on all the scores.
Speaking of scores, Waterville defeated MDI 22-12 in the 8-man large school North Regional Championship game. Falmouth knocked off number 1 Coney 35-28 in the B North semifinal. Foxcroft Academy 69, Madison nothing in Class D. St. Dom's 41, John Babs nothing. Fourth quarter, that's a D quarterfinal as well. A lot of action around the state tonight. Very few games tomorrow. I don't know, but the only one might be the Madomic Valley-Winslow game tomorrow afternoon.
Onside kick. It didn't go 10 yards. Taken by Hermon, and they'll have good field position with 4:50 on the clock. As we head down the home stretch in this one, Our broadcast brought to you by Rebecca's Gift Shop, locally owned with an eclectic mix of merchandise, including many Made in Maine products. Come visit them today at 45 Main Street in beautiful downtown Bangor.
Hermon will just look to run the clock here now with Glidden doing the damage.
And that's another carry for Gary. Breaks it to the outside. He's got the first down. Slams forward to about the 35-yard line. And the beat goes on for the Hawks, and especially Gary Glidden.
14 more yards on that play.
Friday Night Football also brought to you in part by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for courses today at northeastdrivingschool.com.
34 for 280 yards rushing. The unofficial total here for Gary Glidden. He's looking for a 300-yard night.
I've seen a lot of those in 8-man football this year. I'd say a lot, relatively speaking, but a little more difficult with 11 men aside out there on the field.
You know, I'm just going to say this, but
go ahead, Ernie.
I wonder if the Hermon
Can't
folks.
stop you now.
I wonder if the Hermon folks wondered about Aiden Sargent being named the Player of the Year and said, "We got the Player of the Year right here." And this is a little bit of part of their motivation.
Right.
You know, I mean, because you use anything for motivation in these games that you can.
Well, I don't know about the Hermon folks.
No, I'm talking about the guys in the lineup that are saying, "We got a guy that's."
Well, there's one guy I'm thinking of specifically.
Well,
That would be Gary
yes,
Glidden.
he would be. But he would tell you he's getting a lot of help, too, with the blocking. They certainly have done the job. But, yeah, he's making a statement here tonight. What did we say, 6 touchdowns and pushing on 300 yards?
Here he goes again. Relatively short game there for Gary. Yes, number 21 in blue here tonight may have taken umbrage with that selection. All right, we've got to take a timeout here. 3:06 left to go. 42-28 Hermon. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Whether you want to get back to work, back to sports, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help you achieve your goals. With a new location in Bangor, County Physical Therapy brings a 30-year history of high-performance, outcome-based rehab to the Great Skates Plaza at 82 Sylvan Road. And with priority scheduling, you get seen in days, not weeks. Remember, it's your choice. Make the best choice. County Physical Therapy, now in Bangor. Call them today at 401-4324 or visit them online at countypt.com.
You know, we can go into a room and have absolutely nothing in there, nothing on the windows, no color, no character, no tone to a room.
That's, I think, where we're strongest, is being able to help someone envision what's going to go in that window.
And we leave, it's totally transformed into something that the customer wants it to be. We've often been told we make a room look better just by leaving it.
Back here at Cameron Stadium, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our talented Ticket TV crew. Happy to have you with us here at 929theticket.com and on your Ticket app. Another first down here for the Hawks. Again, it's Gary Glidden. I know your numbers are unofficial. You like to make that clear, Ernie, but do you have the latest tally, or do you need time as we move into the Dean's Detailing postgame show?
I have 37 for
You might want to put your headset on.
I know.
37 for
37 for 292.
No.
Very unofficial.
On the brink. Well, I'm requesting one more week at least, maybe 8 days of this weather.
We'll take it. It's supposed to be like in the 50s and the 30s at night, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's not bad. That's I would say
Seasonal,
above average. Yeah.
Hermon taking their time as they watch that clock wind down, and they hand the ball off to Gary Glidden. A common refrain here tonight.
just absorbed a shot to the midsection. Very well deserved, by the way.
Under 2 minutes now in this ball game. Tonight's game presented by Quirk Auto Group, your local Boss Plow dealer. It's your boss. Find it at Quirk. We're also brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. How will you make the most of your land? Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth, and at greenwayequipment.com. Glidden the deep back again. Glidden gets the carry. Glidden
gone.
Is into the end zone for the 7th time here tonight. What a 20-yard burst to the zone right there for Glidden. Now we got a flag down, some extra
after the play.
Curricular conversation maybe after the play as we look at Glidden zoom into the end zone once again.
Well, that 39 carries, 315 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
Wow. And he's hopefully going to get a round of applause here as he
coming off
checks
the field
out.
here.
He may not be catching it on the Hermon side, but he gets a big
he's starting to
pat on the
now.
helmet. What a night for Gary Glidden and the Hermon Hawks as they're going to advance on to the Class C North Regional Final at Hampden Academy, 1 p.m. on Saturday, a week from Saturday.
And a kick. We're going to have a kick extra
wow.
point here.
No, you never
See
know.
who it is. Kokoska, the holder. Boy, I can't see if that's 9. I think that might be Gavin Coombs, but I'm not 100% certain of that yet.
Ball down, kick up, pretty strong.
Yes.
Wow. Might want to put that in your back pocket. And the Hawk fans are on their feet. There's jubilation on the near sideline. What a night for Hermon football.
Yeah, this is 2 years in a row. Well, this wouldn't be an upset. They were the top seed. Last year, they upset the top seed, the Madomic Valley Panthers, in this round to advance to the States. But this a very impressive showing. Again, we talked about how the games among the top 3 in the division, Madomic Valley, Oceanside, and Hermon, were all so very, very close during the regular season. But this has been a dominant performance, and it's both ways. I mean, really, offensively, it's been consistent throughout with the running game in particular, but in the second half when they needed the defense to rise to the occasion, they certainly have, as Oceanside's managed just 1 score here since intermission.
Rick Sinclair, athletic director, making his way towards the Hawks sideline. 1:23 left, 49-28 the score. Hermon with the big lead here late in this one. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV, brought to you by Brewer Redemption Center in the North Brewer Shopping Center. Brewer Redemption Center, clean, organized, offers excellent parking, 391 North Main Street in Brewer. So after the penalty, Hawks 15-yard penalty, they're going to have to kick off from their own 25. Yeah, so twice in the last couple of weeks we've seen a player score 7 touchdowns.
1 through the air and 1 on the ground. About 8 yards per carry on average by Glidden, too. And that's not easy to do with so much of his running being inside the tackles. At least the plays start there, and then
again,
off he goes with the blocking.
Understanding the defense is keying in on him.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
the major weapon, but you also got to give credit, as you've done a couple times here tonight, to that offensive line and the blocking of everybody.
Really, everybody. When he gets downfield, there are Coombs and Jason Flanders and Bud Coulter down there blocking to continue the play and crank out the extra yardage, and obviously the front line doing its job as well.
This is Aiden Sargent. Aiden Sargent gets deep into that Hermon defense inside the 30. They'll move the chains across the way. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV is brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. First and 10 from the 28-yard line here for the Mariners.
Yeah, I think it's going to be second down with an incompletion there over the middle by Galley.
You are correct as they make the change over there. Well, the Mariners going to finish up their season at 6-4 overall, 1-1 in the postseason. Celtics holding a 6-point lead. They had a 6-point lead at the end of the first half, 6-point lead at the end of 3 quarters down in Beantown. So they try to improve their record to 5-3 on the young season. Ooh, snap over the head of Galley. Nice recovery there by Cohen. And now, is that ball knocked loose? Did he have the arm going forward? Guess it's going to be an incomplete pass. We are also brought to you by Pine Tree Solar, a local solar company dedicated to helping Maine make the switch to solar energy. Feel good about saving money and saving the planet. Go green while saving green with Pine Tree Solar. Again, the Dean's detailing halftime show coming up. It was an incomplete pass. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Oceanside. Galley hands it off, and a nice run there again by Gavin Ripley.
Yeah, he's got that counter working there a couple of times here in the fourth quarter.
He's got a quick burst.
Tell you what, Oceanside's going to be right back in this situation next year. They've got a lot of guys coming back. If you look at their roster and who's contributing.
Galley to pass. Now takes it ahead, and he gets down inside the 10-yard line. Another flag. Had our fair share of flags, but
yeah, we have.
Ernie, we did not have a turnover.
No, well, right. it is now
no
longer my fault.
Second half.
We almost had one a couple of plays ago there, but yeah, I did say that quite a while ago.
Penalty against Hermon. Gonna spot the ball at the 4-yard line. And the Hawks defense again does not allow the Mariners into the end zone.
Nice.
Blair on the carry. 10 seconds. Oceanside trying to get another playoff here. 5 seconds. They will. Hand off to Sargent. Sargent trying to get to the pylon, and Hermon defense will end this game with an exclamation point as they deny Aiden Sargent a touchdown. And that will do it for the Oceanside season. Congrats to Coach Weiss. They had an outstanding season, but Hermon just too much here tonight. And the Hawks at 7-3 move on to the regional final.
Yeah, pretty impressive second half performance in particular by the Hawks, although they controlled the game 21-8 in the second half for Cargolands Club after a 28-20 half. After seemingly Oceanside picked up some momentum by scoring in the final seconds of the first half to pull back within 28-20, but it was largely all Hermon in the second half.
All right, we will take a timeout. We'll come back with the Dean's Detailing post-game show. Keep it right here. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekends with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
We are back here at Cameron Stadium. Time for the Dean's Detailing post-game show. It's quite a picture right there for fans of the Hermon Hawks as their team celebrates a 49-28 victory here tonight against Oceanside, and the Hawks move on to the regional final. And Ernie, a very impressive performance, obviously, by the Hermon offense, but that Hermon defense kind of, when it looked like Oceanside was staying in the game and they were within one score, that Hermon defense turned the ball over 2 or 3 times on fourth down.
Yeah, they did, and again, they combination of offense and defense were able to kind of reduce Aiden Sargent's impact on the game in the second half. Sargent finished the evening, had a good night, 17 carries, 129 yards, and I think 3 touchdowns. But Hermon just had too much going, and there was just no stopping the ground game led by Gary Glidden, again, unofficially, 39 carries, 315 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights from this Hawk win, their 7th overall this season.
Yeah, this is very early in the game. 3 plays into the game. The third offensive play from scrimmage, and Aiden Sargent goes in to cap off a 3-play, 66-yard scoring drive after the opening kickoff, or after on their first possession to make it 6-0. And here is Gary Glidden at work. Just refuses to be brought down, gets it into the end zone. Here's Glidden again refusing to be brought down. He runs into the back of his own blocker, and then bounces outside. That literally a bounce outside. And then muscles his way into the end zone for touchdown number 2. Here is Oceanside, and there is Aiden Sargent, untouched, about 20 yards. I think it was 19 officially for the touchdown there. And we're trading touchdowns right now. Here's Glidden again, short yardage situation. Alex Smith, 33, trying to do the lead block there, but no matter as Glidden is back in the end zone. And here's an area where Hermon exploited the Oceanside defense in the first half. A lot of open space off that rollout. And here's Glidden taking the reception to the end zone, the only touchdown receiving he had. The other 6 all on the ground. Here's Oceanside again. This is Cohen Galley, the junior quarterback, on the keeper. He gets it into the end zone. And watch this reception here. This is the 2-point conversion. And a little bit of a roll right, and then throwing it up. 1, 2, 3 bounces before Gavin Ripley makes the catch for the 2-point conversion. And that made it 28-20. And I think we're into second half action now here. And Glidden gets the hole produced by the line, downfield block there, and a sprint to the end zone. It might have been his
strides.
Longest touchdown run of the night at 40 yards. Yeah, not a bad sprinter as well.
Highlights brought to you by Chase's Family Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge.
Glidden once again, good blocking at the line to create the hole. Barely touched as he went into the end zone for yet another score. Here's Galley with the inside counter play to Gavin Ripley, same kid who had that 2-point conversion catch, finds himself in the end zone. 9-yard run. But no stopping Gary Glidden and that offensive line. Nice cut there, back.
A little prance there into the end zone. And there is the victorious Hermon Hawks as they're into it.
They are.
Why not?
They're enjoying it. They're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, had to move the game here to Cameron Stadium with the weather that we've had. A lot of moisture in recent weeks, and I think the Hawks cannot complain. Picking up the win here tonight on the turf. Had a great crowd, very supportive, and I think at times they impacted this game here tonight.
Well, 2 things. They'll be, yes, indeed. Second half in particular really boosted the defense, but Hermon is going to be playing on turf the rest of the way, so you want to get used to it. And also got the field ready. No, I take it back. The girls soccer team's playing over at Hamden tomorrow in the state championship game. But the fan base will be right over there tomorrow morning, so they're going to no rest for the
Hawk Nation.
For Hawk Nation. They'll be shooting for a state championship tomorrow and then a regional championship on the gridiron next Saturday.
All right, we'll come back. We'll give you the play of the game and the player of the game as well. Also get you caught up on the scores and a couple more stats. Keep it right here. This is the Dean's Detailing post-game show, and this is Friday Night Football. Hawks win at 49-28.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
Fast, friendly, honest, and clean. Counted right in front of you. You won't have to wait long to leave Brewer Redemption Center with cash in your hand. Located in the North Brewer Shopping Center behind the Parody, Brewer Redemption Center is open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays, 8 to 4. So grab those returnables and head over to Brewer Redemption Center today. Our team is waiting for you.
What's the biggest craze this fall for parties and get-togethers? It's Flash Me Maine. Photo booths are a fun, exciting way to capture memories at your party or event. And Flash Me Maine is the premier photo booth rental company. The Magic Mirror booth is the most elegant, modern, sleek, and stunning booth currently available. Then there's the Flash Me Maine Duo booth, a hybrid booth that is portable. Flash Me Maine has dozens of props and backgrounds to choose from. Their goal is to make sure you have fun and that your photo booth photos make memories to last a lifetime. Let Flash Me Maine photo booth rentals make your next get-together a blast. Find them on Facebook or at flashmemaine.com.
Why is the Coach House Restaurant the best family restaurant around? Is it because of the fine home-cooked meals for the family? Is it because of the delicious homemade desserts? Is it because of the full bar or the spacious Coach House banquet room that you can reserve for holiday parties? Is it because of the large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? The Coach House Restaurant is the best family restaurant around because of all of these things. See for yourself at 457 Wilson Street, Brewer. You can eat in or take out.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Back here at Cameron Stadium, Dean's Detailing post-game show. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our Ticket TV crew as the Hermon Hawks win this one 49-28, so they're on to the regional final. And Ernie, pretty easy call here tonight for you, and not too taxing, our player of the game.
Well, after a lot of consideration and consultation with knowledgeable football people in the area, it's kind of hard to find them, but I did. Gary Glidden. 39 carries, 315 yards unofficially. Somebody else had him at 328 yards, but suffice to say, over 300 yards and 7 touchdowns. And again, like you pointed out, I mean, he was doing it against a defense that knew exactly what was coming.
Right.
And they couldn't stop him.
Yep. Player of the game brought to you by Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. And our play of the game, one of the plays of the game right there, Gary Glidden scoring a touchdown. Let's take one final look at the scoreboard in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to read right down from the top here once we get it. 8-man large North Regional Final, Waterville 22, MDI 12. 8-man large South Regional Final, Yarmouth 20, Mount Ararat 18. 8-man small North Regional Final, Orono 57, Stern-Skank 36. That's a fourth quarter score. 8-man small South Regional Final, Old Orchard Beach rallies to defeat Dirigo 20-16. Class A quarterfinals, Bonnie Eagle 14, Scarborough 13, Sanford 42, Lewiston 35. Class B North semifinals, Falmouth 35, Coney 28, Skowhegan 66, Lawrence 48. B South semifinals, Portland 40, Kennebunk 20, South Portland 22, Massabesic 6. Class C South semifinal, Cape Elizabeth 20, Wells 14. Levitt 64, Cheverus 28. Class D quarterfinals, Foxcroft Academy 69, Madison nothing. Freeport 41, Oak Hill 12. Lisbon, St. Dom's 41, John Babs nothing, fourth quarter score there. And Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale 14, Poland 3 in the third quarter. So that's a roundup of all the scores around the state tonight in postseason football.
All right, great scene down on the fields here and along the track that surrounds Cameron, the turf here at Cameron Stadium, I should say, as Hawk Nation has spilled down onto the turf, and just a great scene after the Hermon victory here tonight. All right, and a reminder coming up here on Ticket TV, Friday night, we're going to be at Foxcroft Academy as the Ponies will be taking on.
They will be taking on, I believe,
scoreboard?
Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale, if they secure the victory. I think that game's still going. That would be a 1-4 matchup, which was an overtime game in week 1 of the regular season. Those two teams, by the way, the state finalists a year ago, Foxcroft defeating Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale, I think it was 19-16 right on this field, Cameron Stadium. So it should be entertaining and a very competitive contest.
And then on Saturday at 1 p.m. we'll have these Hermon Hawks taking on
the winner of tomorrow afternoon's game between top-seeded Madomic Valley and number 5 Winslow. Winslow,
right.
Defending regional champion.
All right, want to thank our great crew here tonight. So Mark Paulette directing our broadcast, and we had a 4-person camera crew. Jay Baines, Nate Bailey, MJ Whitcomb, and down on the turf, Matt Cunha. And also thanks to Alex Mooney for his support here tonight as well. Ernie, good ball game. Enjoyed it. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
All right. For my broadcast partner, Ernie Clark, Jim Churchill saying so long from Cameron Stadium. The final once again, the Hermon Hawks 49, the Oceanside Mariners 28. This has been Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
High school sports are underway for the 2022-23 season, and C&K Variety in Hermon is ready to help you make it great. Order online or stop by C&K Variety this season for hand-tossed pizza, fresh pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Get everything you need in one place. The perfect pregame fuel or postgame treat. Serving the community for decades, we're living proof that incredible fast food doesn't have to come out of a microwave. Open 7 days a week, C&K Variety wishes good luck to all teams this season.
Every Maine winter brings its challenges, but one thing always remains the same. Having the right winter tires on your vehicle will get you and your family where you need to go safely. At Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer, you'll find the lowest prices on tires guaranteed. All the best brands for all the worst weather conditions. From alignments to brakes and everything else under the hood, Twin City Tire wants to help you have your safest winter yet. Find the perfect set of winter tires for your vehicle at Twin City Tire and Service, 609 Wilson Street, Brewer.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org. Creative Options, where it's all about choice.
Hammond Lumber Company is honored to have again been named one of the best places to work in Maine. Hammond Lumber recognizes the importance of employee satisfaction. They provide a positive workplace environment with opportunities to grow. Hammond has continued to grow too, with more team members across Maine and New Hampshire. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, proud to be one of the best places to work in Maine.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? When the forecast calls for nasty weather, all roads lead to down east. With Toyota's impressive lineup of 15 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, you're sure to find a model and payment that's right for you. Don't see it on our lot? Here's the latest update on models arriving soon. Pre-order yours now for the fastest delivery. When Maine roads get messy, all roads lead to down east. Your four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive headquarters on Wilson Street in Brewer.
High school football on Ticket TV has been brought to you by Quirk Auto Group, Greenway Equipment, Brewer Redemption Center, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Pine Tree Solar, Next Home Experience, Northeast Driving School, Uno's Pizzeria and Grill, Dean's Detailing, Levesque Business Solutions, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Rebecca's Gift Shop, Height Family of Dealerships, Novus Glass, Firehouse Subs, County Physical Therapy, Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals, Chase's Family Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, and the Coach House Restaurant. High school soccer on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tossie's Checkout, Comfort Shoes and More, Autumn of Life Home Care, The Fitch Company, The Corner Store, Smith & Lane Pressure Washing, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Loring Job Corps, and Hildreth Street Automotive. Also presented by Down East Toyota, Twin City Tire, Black Fly Coffee Company, C&K Variety, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Creative Options, Kia Van Sickle, Napa Auto Parts, Hammond Lumber Company, and Mainly Eyes. High school football on Ticket TV is a production of Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and Sportsnet Maine. Now let's get you out to your game next on Ticket TV.